Hello. How you getting on? Welcome along to another stream. How's it going? What are we doing tonight? Well, we're playing a bit of Tales of Arise. Tales of Arise. Why'd you have to go and play Tales of Arise? It's not like that song, Stars in Their Eyes. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, we're going to play some more of Tales of Arise. Last time out, we ended up at some prison tower thing, and we were getting ready to fight one of the bosses. I'm assuming it's going to take a wee while to get there. So we'll be jumping straight into that very shortly. I had a couple of good games of Dead by Daylight last night, including a 4K 5G game as a killer. So that was good fun. All in all, not a bad wee stream yesterday. And hopefully we'll have a good one tonight too. With more Tales of Arise, we can kind of relax a little bit more. Although we have to fight these random boss things. It's fine. It should be good. I hope. We'll stick with the game, and we're going to stick with this game for as long as we can. If we can get all the way through it, fantastic. If not, you know, it's fine as well. I just really want to get through the storyline and see what all's going on, to be honest. Shall we get straight into it and see what's happening? Here's the game. Let's get this music off. And let me just... You know what? I'm going to put it on the story difficulty because I don't want to get too caught up in too much... yes, but I need the music back on. Decided I really just want to get through the story if I can. I know that's maybe not... Let's get the music to about there. That way it's not too loud, but it's not too quiet. That's the plan anyway. And let's get into the game. We are investigating this tower. Now, presumably we have to go up these stairs, but we probably have to find something. But what do we have here? Let's have a look. So in here we've got what looks like that. So we've got two rooms off to the side. Battle atop the tower. So we've got to find a key to this lift, I would imagine. Well, let's take a look at these rooms that are offshooting from this first. That door's locked. Got another one on the opposite side. That's the lift we need to get there. The last one needed a key, I would imagine this one does too. Looks like the elevator won't budge. We need a key, as we needed for the last one too. Might find a way to turn the elevator back on as we wander about. Let's try this door. This door opens. This is Lord Ganabelt's stronghold. I think we can remove this using somebody's power. Some kind of wall. Probably meant to keep intruders out. Guess we'll have to find another way around. Or he can just bust the wall open. Because apparently he's good at that kind of thing. So break the wall down. Break the walls down. Break down the walls of Jericho, no? Phew! You look exhausted. Are you feeling okay? You might have to do more of these. Nothing I can't handle. Let's keep moving. He's knackered after breaking one wall. That might be difficult. Oh, we got some guys attacking us. I'm not scared. Let's do this. Oh yeah, we changed our sword like before the last fight, I think, or after the last fight. So we got some decent attacks. Oh, that guy's got his flamethrower. Not quite strong enough to do much with it though. Looks like we're done. And somebody just learned something new. Law learned something called Prince of Iron Fists. What does he have here? A dragon shot, a rising attack that kicks the enemy into the air. Increased counter damage, tectonic punch. Increased awakening attack. Let's have this. Tectonic punch. Sounds good. And eagle dive. We'll have that one too. Let's see if anyone else has got any skills we can increase. Placid pool. There we go. You do that one. You can probably have something too. Increased near-death attack or toxicity. Let's do this one. Poison enemies. And Alphen has 300 odd points to spend. But nothing to spend them on. So I guess we don't need to worry about that. Right, so let's see what's...
I need to be stronger.
I need to be stronger. Well, that's kind of the idea of these games, right? You gradually level up until you're strong enough to do something. What have we got here? Some pork. Lovely. For some more recipes, no doubt. Apparently people just leave pork lying on their chairs and tables and stuff. And some milk. What kind of milk? I don't know. Oh, there's another one of these barriers that we can get rid of. There we go.
This place looks
Oh shit, those guys are after me. What's this?
Every lord has their tastes.
Alexandrite.
What really suits Renan's
Oh,
sensibilities
sorted,
is
look.
another matter altogether.
They came to attack me and then ran away. Well, we've got to fight them, so let's just do it.
Go no further. Here I go.
Attack them from behind. That'll do it. I think one of them has like a. I'm sure one of them had like a armor breaking attack for them, didn't they?
Let's keep our eyes on
The other guy, I think. Okay, so there was just like some Alexandrite in there, which is a bit odd. Or maybe only the one guy spotted us. The other two obviously didn't notice that we were there. Take this, and then that. Oh, they're joining up. That was like after we did one person's attack, and then just a wee strike. Oh, looks like I didn't need to do it. He was already finished. Our work is done here. So these guys were guarding this door, so I guess there's something useful in here. I'm not seeing it. Collection room key. So that'll be a key to what, maybe that door in the other room. But it strikes me that there's still two more rooms here we haven't. No, sorry, one more room here we haven't investigated. So let's go look. No backing down, exactly. No backing down. Never. Double down. There we go. You used your Thunderblade too late, I'm afraid. But still. It was helpful. What was this? Alright, pal, what are you up to? What are you doing? No, 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 no. He's not my enemy. I'm with the silver swords. I take it you're on our side. No, I'm just fighting all these guys for a laugh, to be honest. I've direct the Snake Eyes to leak information to them. Is there anything I can do to help? To activate the elevator, and he can't do anything about that. I never heard anything about that, so you've been stuck on the bottom floor the whole time, aye? Don't know if it'll help. Oh, my batteries are low on my controller. Hang on a sec. I'm going to just change those now, so that doesn't become a problem later. I apologise for that. But let me do it now so that it saves us worrying about it later on. And connect. And let's keep going. Don't know if it'll help, but let me tell you about the office you'll find directly across from the entrance. Want to know, there's supposed to be a device attached to a desk that will open up a door to the block on the other end of the compound. Yes! Yes! That's what we want, he said. Oh, what happened there? My thing just disappeared for some reason. Okay, it's back now. Don't know why that happened, but there. My capture card went a bit weird there for a sec. Collection room here is probably locked, unfortunately, but there should still be a spare key you can use in this block. We found it already. Hopefully it'll help you get that elevator working somehow. I don't know what happened there, but it's working now. So. Hopefully that's not a sign of something that's going to be happening. Apple gel. Lots of healing stuff in here, but this place is now... Oh wait, there's something else there, look. A chest with some chicken in it. You should really keep your chicken in the fridge. Yeah, I'm just saying it's not the smartest idea to keep it just in a wee chest. Right, so back this way. I guess it'll be that door opposite us. There is a door at the top of those stairs that's guarded by all those people, but let's just see if we can go through here yet. No, apparently not. Gotta fight them. No choice. So it must be the door at the top of the stairs then. I wonder how we open that other door. Take him down. Yes. And he should be able to do, like, do an attack with the flaming sword anymore, which is odd. He's not doing his attack with the flaming sword, like if I'm supposed to hold an attack button after I finished an attack. Instead he's doing like a long combo. Consider yourself finished. Yet again.
There's always room for improvement.
Okay, settle down, mate. We didn't do anything too wrong. Not a very nice thing to say. Oh well, you know, it was alright. Still room for improvement. Right, what's in here? Because we couldn't open that other door, so what's in here? A large hall. So it's a collection room. Oh, I'll lose an apple gel if I pick up an apple gel, so maybe we shouldn't pick up that apple gel.
Hey, didn't we find a recipe
That works with apples, yeah. Can we make some apple gel with it? Alright, guys. If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you're getting. Learned a skill called Dragon Swarm. Yeah, we don't seem to be able to do the fire sword attacks anymore. Get him before he uses his special skills. He's not almost too strong, we'll get him in no time. Like that, see? Asshole energy, yeah.
Any injuries?
I know that's not what it said. No injuries, it's fine. Got all this stuff, we got some weapons in here. This is what you want, where you want to be if the zombies appear.
What is this place? Some kind of armory?
Looks like they're more for
Clearly.
decorative purposes than actual combat.
Does it matter?
Was it like those, like in Oblivion, those
Wait,
display
Renan.
cases full of
It's
useless armor?
Danon.
Really?
And not just this one either.
All these are Danon weapons, they've stolen them, it's the British Museum!
What's Danon equipment doing on display inside a Renan castle?
Ask around later if you're so interested. But for now, we've got more pressing matters to attend to. Remember?
Yeah, I know. We've got to fight the guy. Can we have this stuff? Smash it. Smash the case, no? Can we open this door? I don't even know where we're going at this stage. I know we have to get to that, get that lift open somehow. And there's somebody up here. Oh, there's nobody up here, just a desk. Sure enough, you found a button under the desk. Yeah, well, press the button. Obviously. What does it do, though? The door north of the entrance plaza seems to have unlocked. How do we know that?
Did this open the door?
We still don't know
How do we
to
know that?
activate the elevator.
We're not there, so
We
how
just
do we
have
know
to
that?
see what we can figure out.
And what's in here? There's wind blowing through the gap. It's a keyhole. We don't have a key for whatever the keyhole here is. There's a keyhole inside a glass display cabinet. That's pretty good, that. Anyway, so apparently a door opened that we couldn't see, and that we had no way of knowing had actually opened or not. But apparently it did, so don't question it. Don't question it. They can just sense these things from a distance. From a distance. Oh, please tell me there's not a load of guys there again. Yeah, look, so that door's now open, and now there's guys guarding it. That makes some sense. Let's do this. Yeah, so now I've got like a combo attack rather than being able to use the like fire thing. Take that. Brilliant. He smashes his armor up. It's all good. And then these enemies are pretty easy to deal with. Dust to dust. That'll do. He didn't know what hit him there.
Our work is done here. Let's
Sure. Our work here is done.
move.
I'm right behind you.
Let's move. Right, so this is the door that opened due to us pressing that button. Takes us to an underground prison. Can we let people go? Create a big distraction. Like release a load of prisoners. So what have we got here in terms of... Well, let's go see what's in here
Keeping
first.
Zuga locked up down here? Why?
I would imagine that's probably some kind of difficult boss fight. Maybe it's dangerous. Maybe it's a dangerous Zoogle that nobody can tame.
Heard rumors that they feed prisoners
Oh, it's
to one
locked.
instead of
Oh, that's a
executing
shame.
them. Do you think?
Stop it!
Do I think they feed prisoners to that thing? Yeah, probably. I think that's a good. I think there's a good chance that that's true. Can we open this door? Oh, that's a shame. Maybe they're going to take us prisoner and we'll have to fight it. That seems possible. And what's this? Gargoyles! Watch this. As soon as we pick this up, we're going to get killed by gargoyles. A life bottle. Run! Fly, you fools!
I won't
Okay.
forgive you.
Not even close enough to hit them with this, now that I think about it.
One more!
Let's say that was a point break.
Is that statue-wielding art? Now I've seen everything!
Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
Not the remake that occurred later. It's not had a chance to use its laser beam attack on us, so that was quite an easy fight with those gargoyles. Okay, what else do we have here? Some sage.
Yes, we can take this.
I guess we can, yeah. It's there. It said we could pick it up, so I guess we can. Why was this in? Why were these in prison cells? Oh look, that was the way we came. Wonder when that thing in the other room gets released. Some chicken. Can we like throw that to these things to? Alright guys. Surprised they didn't attack me immediately. Okay, well we've already got enough of those for now, so let's kill these things.
No choice.
These things aren't difficult to fight anyway, so that attack's absolutely no use. that major attack, that kind of blue thing, turns up just as we're killing it, unfortunately. But
Any injuries?
elevator key is what we want.
Does this look like an elevator key to you guys?
Only one
Does
way
this
to
look
find
like an
out.
elevator key to you? I don't know, what specifically does an elevator key look like? And does it say elevator on it? Right, is this thing going to be loose now? Do we think? No? Well, how do we get that out of there? What if we want to fight it? Guess we can't. Not going to worry too much about that. Let's just get up these stairs and get in the lift. I need to eat as well, so we could really do with some kind of save point. I don't think there's going to be a campfire in here though. Let's go up there. We've got a guy to defeat. Some guy that killed one of our friends.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
What the hell was that? So apparently there's an owl in here. What the hell? There's noises like something's trying to attack us, but there's nothing here. You can see that they are around this corner though. It's in here. Pork. Hopefully we get a recipe for some pork scratchings or something soon. Chicken. I think what are we going to be making here? Alright guys. Let's have it.
I won't forgive
Let's be
you.
having it. I think that attack there is much more useful against flying enemies, but it seems to work for this, so. They said they're not finished, if only they knew. If only they knew. Nice. I'll finish him with this. Finish him with this triple team attack or something.
I'm practically unstoppable.
Practically, not totally. Don't tell everyone you're practically unstoppable, because then they'll be wondering what makes you stoppable. Get the guy with the gun. Roll. Get this guy because he's got a gun. He's got a gun! There we go. Next. Just kind of focus on one guy at a time. Looks like both of us have got that idea. Although that's probably not going to work very well against his armor. That one's dead. Hopefully we can get a special attack that'll help me break this one down. Oh, I've got one of them. Oh, I missed it. I missed the prompt. So at the moment we're just pretty much fight, you know, but presumably we'll get to some
Barely a blip on our radar.
different stuff soon. Yes. Oh, there's some monsters behind this door. Oh no, they're like up there. What's that? There's another lift. What's that? This elevator's stuck too, so we need a key for the different lift. Okay. I knew it couldn't be as easy as that. Otherwise, why would there be so many corridors here? Why would there be so many hallways for us to journey around here? Flying gargoyles and a guy. I think the gargoyle's down first, not him, because they've got that nasty laser attack that can like wipe everyone out. Why is he aiming at him? Stop aiming at that guy.
Your wings won't save you from me.
Like that laser attack that they do is like really, really dangerous. So if you could take out the gargoyles first, that'd be lovely. Have they? Well, what was the point of that?
I'll be safe this one.
These fists have got your name on them, and you just interrupted my attack, mate. Say that. We got a panacea bottle to help remove any status abnormalities. What's that? Oh, there is a door here. Oh yeah, okay. One of those ones he can knock down. Oh, we'll need to do some healing soon, I think. There's somewhere that restores all of our health and MIDI blouse. Who's that for? Now let's see who that fits. Is that because it was her that... No. It seems like Shion's getting plenty of armor. I'm not getting much for her. What about him? What's the Alexandrite do? Okay, you can have it. I don't think there's anything else we really need right now from here. Looks like that's it. So there's that way, and there's this way. Let's have a look. If we go straight on, okay, if we go straight on, there's like this room and one other room. But there'll be stuff in there that we can get that'll help us later. I think I need to change my attacks with this guy. Because they're a bit slow. Oops. Just hit one of his wee things, whatever they are. Yeah, that kind of broke his armor a bit, which is good. Sorry, it's just pretty much fighting right the way through at the moment. I'm not too worried about using that on him. There we go. These fights are not taking long. 1500 gold. I don't know. I don't think anyone misspelled gold. I think that's just what the currency's called. Oh look. 3 idiots. Let's go.
Hi, Hoodle.
Get this guy. She could just say hi Hootle. She's saying hi to her owl. Get rid of this gargoyle. She's got that horrible laser attack. Got a horrible laser attack. That we're not going to hit. That we're not going to stop.
Now I'm real mad.
Now he's really mad though. He's really mad now. Now I'm really mad. I got burned by a laser gargoyle. Laser gargoyles.
I'm ready for the next battle.
Right, what's in this? Yeah, so this way is the way. Oh, it's not the way we have to go. Tear it down. Big one. It's taking a lot of our points away. Yeah, we may as well go in here because it's just like one room.
Now we can keep moving.
Don't overdo it, Law.
Yeah, don't keep doing those, you might hurt yourself. If you use your powers. Don't use your powers, it might hurt. Haute couture.
This looks nice and...
Who's that for? Right, so hopefully that's for the next person or for him. No, who's that for? What's for him? It gives us a bit of a boost, so why not?
Huh?
I don't think it doesn't change what we look like though. Like it doesn't add the costume. It'd be nice if it let you see the armor. Let's fight these guys.
Hi, Hoodle.
Gun guy first. Gun guy always goes first. He's the biggest pain. Followed by this idiot.
Anything in armor is all mine.
What was that all about? Mirage? Just did an attack that I've never seen before.
Armor won't save you.
Yes. Easy one. There's a lot of fighting
Need
so
to
far,
be
I know.
stronger.
Need to be stronger. Alright, wait. No, this is the only way we can go. More fighting required. Oh, there's like a knight in red. What's he all about? Is he just tougher than the other ones?
I'm out of ammo. I'm all stuffed up.
Blow away. Like he's a crisp packet or something. You know, blow away.
That's my cue.
Dodge him, dodge him, dodge him, dodge him. Why you wouldn't dodge there? It's really annoying.
Here's a healing arc.
Use it. He's taking like no damage. Right, let's heal. Let's take this guy down because he's annoying. So it's him. He launches these mines or whatever. He's launching mines or whatever that are doing a bit of damage. Use this. Burn in hell. That's a much better finishing line. And you. This guy's shouting, "You'll never make a fool of me!" Well, I'm afraid we are. He has got a lot of health, this guy. He's busy saying, "I'll end you." We're not doing a great job of that so far, as we said. I will end you. No, he won't. Wow, this guy's got a lot of health. We need that blue box to... Oh, we need that blue box to build up so we can do him a lot of damage. Even when we broke his armor down, he was still pretty tough. Even then. Take this. Burn in hell, that's right. And then do this attack. Hopefully this finishes him. It's usually the final attack.
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be in this world.
Don't worry.
True.
I've got your back.
What's this? Found an elevator control panel. Yeah, press the button. So I guess that opens the other lift that we were just at a minute ago. I heard something activating
You think
elsewhere.
The elevator's activated now?
No, I don't think it is. I think that was just a
We're coming for you, Janabelt.
false thing that was telling you that, that it was a lift control. And we got a treat. Ooh. What have we got here? Apple gel. Oh look, there's an owl with horns. How do I... He's up there, look. Hoot hoot hoot! We got some devil horns. I'll be sure to use those as soon as possible.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Well, we're not going to check the owl forest right now, are we? We might go back there at some point, but not right at this moment. Now we have to go all the way around to get back to that lift. We will check the owl forest next time we get the chance. Where's this lift? Oh, it's surrounded by enemies now. And another one of these red knights.
Get lost!
A chief spearman. And two guys with guns. Use the strike. Use the strike.
Consider yourself finished.
Here's a healing arc.
That was a kind of rubbish thing to use on a guy who had no health left. But, you know.
This one's mine.
Now this guy will take a lot of punishment. It'd be nice if we could finish these fights and just get to the boss. See how badly we do against him. Take him down. Keep attacking him. If that thing fills up, then we... Oh, we couldn't do it. Couldn't get the special attack on him yet. Take this. Nice. He's tough. Not today. Now this guy should break his armor. Barely any damage done to him at all. Definitely working though, we pinned him against the wall. Take this, take this, take this. I've almost got him, yes, do it. Strike. Strike him. Strike him!
Any injuries?
No, let's get out of here. We're still fighting the Bureau of Civil Observation.
Just a little farther and we'll be there.
Yeah, let's use that thing on the ground.
For you, Ganabelt.
We're coming for you, Ganabelt. There we go, so everything's fully recovered, so hopefully he's just through this door. We don't have to waste any of it on anyone else, but let's just save as well. And keep going. Through this door, a lord awaits. Well, what am I going to do? One draw? Oh no, maybe not. Let's come back later. No. Here he is, look. Waiting patiently. For all four of us. What's he doing now? No doubt we'll have a wee cutscene now. It'd be nice. Take a few minutes to relax before the big fight. He said jump ship, right? I thought he said jump ship for a minute there.
To liberate Cislodia, to avenge Zephyr.
You talk big, but don't you think you're forgetting something? Of your precious resistance groups, whether the Silver Swords or any others, none have ever dealt a blow to Renan domination.
Well, apart from us when we took down the last lord in the other place.
The story is the same. Until you.
Yeah, until me.
Who wields the blazing sword of
Until me.
are different.
News of Balsef's defeat really took the wind out of your sails.
Yeah. It's like no one's ever beat us before, well, apart from that one time.
Case of brawn over brain. Certainly no loss.
Apart from that one time.
Still, even the smallest of sparks can grow into an inferno.
As you say.
Precedence to the task at hand, extinguishing you.
Yeah, good luck.
Snuffing out your fire.
We might die more than once, because every boss fight we've had to take a couple of attempts, but
No.
we can't be what?
He can't be.
Rinwell?
You can't be...
Nothing. I'm fine.
You can't be what?
Ganabelt Valkyrus, Lord of Cislodia, accept
Got all these things floating around him.
Come and meet your death.
How quickly do you think we'll die the first time we fight him?
You'll pay for what you did to my father.
Take this, oh, Mega Sonic Thrust. Oh, here, he's annoying, he's like flying around all over the place.
I never wanted to serve you. I had no choice.
And he's got a big shield around him or something.
I'm out of ammo. I'm all stuff.
It's not doing a lot of damage to him, it has to be said. Get him, take him down, just don't let him cause us any problems.
Leave this to me. I'll take him down.
Kill him with this attack. We won't kill him with this attack, but you know. Ow, I got frozen there for some reason. Is there any way to destroy this shield that's around him? And stop him teleporting all over the bloody screen? Do this. And then you do that. There's a lot of health. But we've taken one bar off him, I think, almost. Oops. Right, get him. Break him down. What's he doing? Yes! Get him! Get him while his barrier's down. Beat him up. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Do it. I mean, we've already almost taken 2 bars of health off him. I'm sure that something else will happen before... That is a decent amount of health taken away, but... Still plenty left. Healing doesn't seem to be happening right now. Any healing about? No? Shit. Now he's doing a bit of damage. Oh, you are healing. Right, it'd be nice if you... Ow! That was a nasty wee laser attack. I don't know what that was all about. I got about half of his health off him. Do this. Yes, do that as well. Consider yourself finished. I don't know if that actually does any damage at all. We're doing 0 damage to him right now.
the
He's
despair.
channeling
Whatever,
after
mate.
energy.
Kill him! Ooh, oh no, please don't.
If this
Please
keeps
don't.
up,
We can't get any closer. Who are these guys? I think we have to destroy these guys that are guarding the outside of that circle, do we?
Astral plane.
Looks like we have to destroy these guys.
Cursed to expire into
These versions of him that are hanging about. They take a lot of damage. And there's like 4 of them, so one's just gonna... I'm just spinning around in circles around this guy. That's one. The end is imminent. Shit, move. What's this? Oh my word.
insignificant worm. Now return to
I'm
dust.
still alive. I thought you were gonna kill me with that.
If we take another assault on
I'm
that
I'm
arch, we're
frozen in
done.
place. Am I not? Is there no healing available?
all of his energy.
Then I
Did,
guess
did, did you just throw a healing thing at me or not? Because I'm not healed. Peach gel. Right, okay, that's better. Wait. He's not there. This is one of his copies. We run out of... If we run out of cure points, I wonder. I might have to just check that as well. Restores 60% of CP. Yes. No, there's plenty. As long as he's not recovering health from that, then it's fine. As long as he isn't recovering health, it's fine. Oh no, get out of these things, whatever they are. Where's all my healing? Burn in hell, mate. Ow. Please do. Please help. How much health has he got still? We're halfway down his 3rd bar. Get him. Get him! Kill him! Destroy him! Crush, kill, destroy! Confiscated? What have you confiscated? I'm sure she just said confiscated. Give me that hat! I'm confiscating that! And get it after school! Oh shit, what's happening to me? Here's a healing art, we'll use it quickly because I'm about to die. I need to really start dodging these attacks better. Ow. Right, we might actually defeat him on the first attempt. No it won't, mate. The blazing sword will not be yours. Not as long as I'm holding it. And now this guy. And now you. Do all your special attacks. Brilliant. Drink deep the despair. No. As long as if he gets to continue using this attack, it's going to be another one of those things where there's all those guys around him. Take him down. If we had some way to interrupt this attack, it would be nice. Apparently we don't. Get him before he changes, before he loads this attack. Too late. He's really close to death, and now all those people are talking all at once. The end is imminent. Ooh, you didn't kill me though. You're an insignificant worm, mate. You just get straight back on you. Look, you're almost dead. What do we do now? And this, and that should finish him off. Yes! Like major lightning bolts on his head. Yes!
Have you learned your lesson?
Get it right up here.
Not yet.
Oh wait, maybe this isn't finished.
For the sake of Lenicus.
Ah, shite, what's now? What's happening now?
I will not.
You will? Fucking will, mate. What the fuck is this? What? That punch was ridiculous. You just punch him right up into whatever that machine was. Get your face and get disintegrated inside the power thing above your head. Lovely.
No, I refuse
That was alright.
to believe this. It cannot end this way. If I die,
If he dies,
my subjects
will what? Be free to do what they want. Don't let him have it. I thought he got disintegrated in that thing. It would have been great. Here was me waiting for like a massive power boost or something. He'd enter his final form. But no. What's happening now? Do 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 do. Oh, well, that song's in my head for. We did it! We brought daylight back to the icy lands. The lands of the ice and snow. There we go. Isn't that good? Isn't that lovely? We destroy the prison tower as well. Just destroy the prison tower. We did it! No danger. That's why I'm sitting here. I'm going to move that over there. Because you can see the alert more easily there.
Still gone.
If it happens.
Focus on the positive. We defeated a lord. And under difficult circumstances, too.
Focus on the
Were
positive.
were the circumstances difficult?
Shion.
And the Renans
Yeah,
ruled this
guy's
world
dead, but,
unimpeded
you
for
know,
3
We've
centuries.
defeated 2 of those lords now. 2 of them.
Did you think there wouldn't be any sacrifices?
So
The House of
Zephyr's
Lords is
life
in disarray.
doesn't matter. He's dead, Shion. Our friend is dead. We're fighting this damn war to keep people alive.
As usual. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you're right.
Put my
This is a
controller down for
war.
1 second and there's
Did
suddenly
you
a
just
vibration.
realize that? Zephyr wasn't the first to die, and he sure won't be the
It's
last.
like the game's like, never
If
put your
you can't
controller
handle
down.
that, Alphen, then you should run back to
Put it down again.
Calabria. And when you do, just remember to leave the blazing sword here, in safer hands.
In safer
What's
hands?
that supposed
I couldn't
to
even
mean?
use it in that last fight, so... What does that mean, yeah? We got some extra attacks, so we can change our loaded attacks.
Damn it. She just thinks she can say whatever she likes.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's a person, so she can say whatever
Bickering
she
over
likes, right?
ourselves
So
at a
can
time like
everybody.
this isn't gonna get us anywhere.
To some extent.
Especially at a time like this.
Well, when we've finally given daylight to the winter town.
Alright. Fine.
The land of winter. Anyway, how do we get back and meet the owls again? Because they're going to give us new costume pieces, or whatever. So what's happening now?
So much for Ganabelt.
Nah, you was
Good
shite.
riddance.
You said it.
So, was the Lord of Calaglia like Ganabelt too?
No. Balsef was huge, a real
Yeah.
tough guy act.
But he wasn't very
Now
strong
that I
either.
think of it, his crest was different too. His was a flaming cross.
Which makes sense, because the place was on fire, right?
I see. Anyway, what do you guys plan on doing from here?
We keep moving. 3 Renan lords remain.
Yeah, we have to kill
and
them
we
all.
won't rest until their thrones
Kill them
are empty as
all!
well.
Well, now she doesn't seem so comfortable with that idea.
That work for you, Shion?
Oh, I
That was
suppose
my
so.
end game from the beginning.
Good. So let's get on with it then.
Hey, so if it's not too much trouble, could I maybe come along?
Isn't Cislodia
Why
your
not?
home?
As much help as we can get.
Yes, but
We
it's
rescued it.
just, now that everyone knows what I've been hiding, well, it might be best to get as far away as I can
The
until
ability
it
to
all
use
quiets
magic.
down. Is that okay? I promise I'll pull my own weight.
Well, you've been doing so far, so yeah, why not?
Sure.
Come with us.
You're welcome to join us.
Come and join us.
Taking
Join
off,
us.
Yeah. Thanks for everything.
I don't think that's
It's
what
too
you mean.
bad. I wish there was more we could do to pay you back for all you've done. I'll see to it personally that Zephyr's remains reach Calaglia safely.
Please do.
What's next for Cyslodia?
It's a shame he had to die, but it
honestly
did
couldn't
bring
tell
his
you.
son onto our
The
side.
enemy
So.
infiltrated its way right to our core as a people. Only time
just
will
have to
tell
stop them
if we
from
can
doing it
rise
again.
above our suspicions and come together.
Zephyr once told me that so long as you don't give up, there's no wall that can't be torn down.
Yeah,
Sounds about right.
as long as you got the right
Thanks to
tools.
you, the greatest obstacle that was in our way is now gone. I suppose the rest of it will be up to us.
Pretty much.
I look forward to seeing how far you'll go.
Oh, I
All
almost
the
forgot.
way.
Before you head off, there's something I wanted to give you.
Oh, he wants to give us something. What's he going to give us? A knight. Here's a knight for you. Was this the armor that we saw?
Wow.
This is
look
the
at
armor
you.
that we saw in
You
the
scrub up
in the
real
cabinet.
nice.
It was a parting gift.
It's like speaking to one of the old Danon heroes from legend.
Is it?
Where to next then?
I guess
Well,
that's
then
what he
let
is
me
in a
see
way.
ya. You're really going to travel in that thing?
Yeah,
Why not? It's not as heavy as it looks.
it's made to measure.
Actually, there's someone I was hoping we could invite along with us.
Who's that? That Ash guy. Ash from
You can't
Pallet
be
Town.
serious.
We had so many pallets for delivery at work the other day. I thought that's where we were. Here he is. And he's got a giant wolf head on his shoulder. Look.
Got someplace to be?
It's not that big, really.
Not really. I mean, I can't stay here, of course. Then again, there's no one waiting for me back in Calaglia
Join
either.
us! More the merrier, join us.
Plenty of ditches along the road. Maybe I'll find one to die in.
How about instead of doing
How
that?
about a fresh start?
After the kinds of things I've done, I don't know where I'd even begin.
It feels warm enough for me to be in a
Your
t-shirt.
father
I'm not
said
too
that
sure
as long as
for
you
how
face
long.
the past, there's hope.
I think it might be a
Is it
little
as long
late
as
for
what?
that.
He also said he'd fought and lost all his life, but didn't regret it in the slightest.
Yeah, so why don't you do the
It's
same?
only over when you give up. Keep fighting.
I thought maybe we'd
even
lose
that
another
wall
bit of his
inside you
mask
can be
here
brought down.
in that last fight, but apparently not, so maybe that happens in the next
Don't
one.
you want to see what your dad saw on the other side of that wall? What he was fighting for?
Does he care?
Do you think I'm even worthy to?
Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you be? Come on, let's do it. We have to be on our way, so hurry up, make a
That's for
decision.
you to decide.
Make your choice. Do 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 do.
I'm sick of losing everything I love. Of running from
The
life.
heroic music continues.
Maybe all that's left is to just turn around and face it.
Alright, turn around then. Yes.
Count me in.
Excellent, let's keep going. There's a long road to follow.
Finally. I thought you'd never finish. We've still got a ways to go.
Oh. Fair enough. A ways to go. We've still got a ways to go. A way to go.
Here we go.
Still got a long
Lulu.
way to go. A ways. We've still got a ways to go. What does that even mean? Either got one way or multiple ways. We befriended Law, did we? And we got Master Core of Light, just what that guy had.
This armor was a gift from Bregan. What if it really did belong to a Danon hero once
Might have
upon
done.
a time?
Could have done.
He challenged an overwhelmingly powerful Renan
Probably
foe
did.
and perished for it.
He did, but we
I
defeated him.
wonder how he felt.
With all the hopes of the people riding on him, how did he feel about it?
And the hopes of the people riding
Anyway,
with him.
we're in liberated Cyslodia now. What's this conversation going to be about? Is the wee owl?
Hey, did you make
Lapping
off with
around?
that armor while none of us were looking? Because I've gotta admit, you look pretty snazzy in it.
We'll not worry
He
about the
didn't steal
subtitle there
if
because he did
that's
say
what
it
you
right.
mean. Bregan gave it to him as a parting gift.
Ah, right. Although
Makes
it
sense.
makes sense, I guess. It's like a symbol of rebellion
Not
in
stealing
its own
back
way.
the armor that they stole in the
Which
first
is why
place.
it should have been
Yeah,
your father wearing this, not me.
I think it'd have been a bit
I don't
small for
know.
him.
I don't think he could have pulled it off like you, man.
I wonder what the last wearer of this armor was dreaming
Oh,
of
he's
for
quite a bit
Sislovia
bigger.
when they decided to rise up and fight.
Who knows?
Free
Anyone who
chocolate
could have
biscuits for
answered
all.
that is long gone.
I don't know.
Truth is always lost with the departed.
Are you saying there's no point in trying to understand why they gave up their lives?
A $3.99 meal deal for
No,
everyone. I don't
Only
know.
that it's impossible to know for sure. Look, I can tell that you're concerned about Sislodia's future, but we do have other things to take care of. You can't shoulder all of the world's problems, Alphen. If you try to, you'll only find yourself buried by the weight of it all.
A daily
Yeah,
buffet in the
I
middle
know.
of the city.
My path is forward, and I'll do what I can, here and now.
Lovely. Well, let's be on our way then. See, all these people look happy now. It's hard to tell, actually. Thanks, miss. I'll bring my mum with me next time. Love that. Can't wait to see you. Hey, you're the woman who... Have we met somewhere? Sorry, no. Just thinking out loud. About nothing in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says. Hey, you're that guy who helped liberate Calaglia. That was impressive what you did. Yeah! I wonder what all the people at Ratadon are going to do to me. Drive me out of here? Maybe even lynch me. Maybe they won't do anything to you. Wouldn't blame them for everything I've done. But you had parents you were looking after. Yeah, well, they died. How was I thinking back then? What you did might have been wrong, but you're still alive.
Hey,
As long as you are, it's never too late to turn things round. Don't throw the rest of your life away simply because of hindsight. So you're telling me to start living for others? Now, not just my parents. Easy for you to say. You're a big hero. Well, thanks for that, but... Well, you can take it or leave it. I'm just telling you what I'd do in your shoes, alright? Glad you're not. Suppose what you're going to do now instead. We're going to deliberate. We're going to liberate Dana, so that nobody like you has to make those sorts of hard choices ever again. Oh, no, alright, so what we're doing means no one will ever have to make any hard choices ever again. Seems unlikely. That's about what I expected to hear. No way anyone will ever forgive a dirty traitor like me, but I have to do something. I don't know. Go and get people food and hand it out to people door to door, I don't know. Just be a decent person. Head to Eldminancia. Is that up that way? What's that door behind us? Is that up here? What's up here?
Thanks for letting me stick around, you guys.
Yeah, no
Sure.
worries. We need all the
We're
help we
happy
can
to have
get,
you.
so...
But are you sure you don't want
Keep an eye out for any remaining Renans to make sure they don't get back
to
into the
head back
city.
to Calaglia?
Good idea.
Yeah. I'm not
Don't head back. We've got a place to go.
sure how
Gotta
I can
get through
help
this
yet.
frozen valley.
But for now, I'm going to follow Alphen and see what happens next.
Good
where does
idea.
that
Follow me.
drawbridge connect to?
No idea.
Drawbridge. Oh, that
But
one.
I've seen it get lowered. It can't be lowered from this side anyway, so it's useless to us.
There's a drawbridge there that can't be lowered from this side. But I guess once we go around there we can probably get to it. Well, let's go down here and see what's about.
There.
Fight these wolves. See what kind of special stuff we'll find lying around. Like what we're doing, oh, she's learned a new skill. The gravitas field. Become very important later, I'm sure.
We turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
I've just learned another skill. Flare Tornado. Very good. Oh, yes, there we go. I mean, these are quite easy to deal with anyway, so it's kind of pointless. But there we go. Right, so is there anything here
Yeah, I think we might be getting too
worth
strong.
doing?
Isn't that good?
Was there any point
Play
going
along,
here?
would you?
So we can get some rosemary. Is that all? Like that's all we came for. Just to get that. And be on our way. So, which way? Alright, so that way takes us towards that drawbridge that we can't get open. Is there anything on here? No. I can't get open from this side, so we need to go like right over to the other side. And here's a load of wolves.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Take it down. Come one, come all. For this one-time offer.
Makes you realize what?
Maybe thinking too much gets in the way
And
sometimes.
then you get the next one. Oh. I was saying you get the next one, but they'd already killed it.
Overconfidence can bite you in
All
the butt.
aboard the victory train, eh? Yeah, overconfidence definitely can bite you. Oh, look. Oh no. This was a bad move. Jumping off there and fighting them. These things are quite tough, but... Oh, they were the last time we had a fight with them. I don't know how difficult they'll be now that there's 4 of us. We can carve through armor, but they don't have any. Yeah, these aren't quite as tough as they were before. So that was an attack on nothing. Oh yeah, we need to change his attacks. Finish them off with this lightning tiger blade. Yes! Interesting name for an attack. This could be useful. And what's this wall all about? Can we destroy it? Oh, we can destroy this with the blazing sword. Very good. And we get a Zoogle Shell Mage Coat.
I found some equipment.
Ah, that'll be equipment for... What? No. That will be equipment for this person whose name I've forgotten. Rinwell. That's what her name is.
Let me take a look at it.
Let you take it. No, it's not for you, mate. Let me take a look at it. No. It's not your armor. It's a bit disappointing that the armor items don't, like, you know, you can't see what you look like with the different armor things on. No cosmetic change, just an armor change. Oh look, they came to us! Bad wolves. Wow, that was dead already. Blow away. Blow away! That would make sense if we were using some kind of wind attack. But we're not! Right, let me just check. No. I need to see what other options he's got for attacks. Give me this Mega Sonic Thrust. In which case we don't need Sonic Thrust anymore. This Dragon Swarm. Mirage, Stardust and Mirage. Don't have any other attacks for that. All of hers are active, all of theirs are active, and all of theirs are active. Skills. Plenty of skill points. I don't really do many mid-air attacks, so... Increased weak point damage. Oh yeah, do that. Because a lot of these bosses have weak points that we can take down. So it makes sense to try and get on top of those weak point attacks. Galacio Celestra. Fires a bomb that turns into a giant chunk of ice. Increased special ammo. Give me that. What else do we have? Oh, sharpness. Sport Art temporarily raises an ally's attack and elemental attack. Ooh. I don't know if I really need that. Take that one. And you... increased... Dragon Shot, let's try that. I don't know, just trying whatever.
Wasn't even a problem.
No, you're right, it wasn't a problem. And now we've got these flying things that shouldn't be one either. Wait. Well, it looks like there was another way to get down to there. Alright guys, let's have a fight.
It'll be a breeze.
Let's have a fight. I only had like 2 attacks. So what are these attacks like? The Dragon Swarm. Well, here, that's a pretty good attack. I'll take that.
All yours.
They were not difficult at all. Right, so there was like a bit for climbing down over there somewhere, I think.
Why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly
Oh, this
won't
was
run
barely
away
target
from a
practice.
battle.
Why bother?
This might
Why
go
bother
well
fighting
in
them?
Everest.
I would think the reason we bothered to fight them was because they were going to kill us if we didn't.
Can't wait to see what you make.
Heal this wee lad. Should never have left town. It's scary and hurts to be out here. I'm going home. And he gave us 5 strawberries. Very nice. Let's grab this. Some of these water areas we can swim across, I don't know.
Heck of a lot of fish swimming around in this pond, huh?
Are they edible?
A heck of a lot of fish
Sure,
swimming
they're
around in this
edible,
pond, he says.
But we've got no way to
There's
catch any.
none. There are no fish in that pond. A heck of a lot of no fish in that pond. So somewhere here is an owl. Where?
I feel like
Oh, I
somebody's
can hear it
watching
talking.
us.
There it is.
Maybe
He
there's
didn't
someone
sound
around here.
entirely sure of himself, but he's got some half frames for us. Hoo, 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 hoo. And he's off.
Maybe something's
Oh,
going
there's
on
a
in
dead
the
guy
forest.
here, look. He's not dead, is he?
What's wrong?
Oh, you okay? We've got to get him first aid. I'm hungry. Got to get this guy a potato.
Really?
Just a potato. Hey, that's mine. I stoop so low as to accept a measly potato. You
Sure.
accept what you're given, mate. That's how you want to act. Starve. Yeah. Wait, I haven't got to introduce myself. He's Gordano. But he enjoys food above all else. Come across a recipe, a most exquisite recipe, but he needs the ingredients. I'm so hungry in my search I collapsed. Should really take the potato. I refuse to eat anything other than what's contained in this recipe. You know, that could be a problem if it takes you a while to find the
Right.
stuff. Now he's a lost cause, let's go. I'm not done speaking to you. Can I ask you to bring me the ingredients? All I need are apples and wheat. Well, I've got those, so yeah, there you go.
Right.
Nice.
We already have it. Nice work! I need to follow this recipe here and bake me an apple pie right away. Why do I have to make it? I just bake it so we can get away from this prick. Plus, I think we're a bit hungry, so we could do with some pie as well. It's all done. I made enough for everyone. Smells just divine. Now see how it tastes. He's gonna hate it.
What?
This is absolutely exquisite. I'm in heaven. You're a foodie, aren't you supposed to be more articulate? What else is there to say? It's absolutely nothing. You need me to spell it out. It's absolutely. We get it. It's good. Got a recipe. Let's go. Wait a minute, Sean. What? Your clothes are covered in pie dough.
What?
Very nice.
Feel completely and utterly satisfied. I can leave this realm with no regrets. It's time I leave in search of even greater cuisines. So if we come across that guy at some point, I guess. Oh, I got plenty of money for that. And a decent amount of skill points as well.
Boy, talk about a spry old man.
I can't wait to
Is that
see
what
him
it
again.
is?
You really liked that apple pie, didn't you?
Did she really like the apple pie, or some other reason why we want to get rid of that guy? What's this? What's all this? What are you things covering up?
An opponent like this should be
The
easy.
ooze! The ooze is here!
I feel kind of funny.
Yeah, you're looking funny too.
The secret of the ooze.
About that. I owe you one.
Is that not like that terrible Power Rangers film?
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the
What was that? No, I can't remember.
really owe you one. Shut him down.
Was it the turtles? I actually can't remember what that was.
You made quick work of them.
Want me to pick
Kill
up
it
your slack?
before it kills us.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
You're right, they are hardly worth our time,
Put
but
them
there you
apart
go.
to your heart's content.
But there you go. What can you do about it?
Any injuries?
What can you say or do about it? We got some good stuff out of them. And we got some mushrooms. And this thing, whatever it is. Enduro ore. Okay, whatever that's for, we'll
I
take
hate
it.
camping out.
So do I, but let's talk to this guy first. If you go past here, you'll connect an old path beneath the mountains that goes just past the border. It's dark and long there. Let's see what they've got for sale. None of this stuff is new or useful. Yeah, none of this stuff's any use to us. Give me... No, don't give me any of those life bottles, actually. What have you got that we can forge? In terms of his weapons, I think we've got the best one we could have right now. He's got that one equipped. Let's do this one. We got enough to do that one as well? Well, let's do that one as well then. There we go. Let's sell any weapons. Wait, sell. Yes, sell all the extra crap. And then any weapons that we're not using. Wait. Let me just check something. I feel like equipment. Why has he got that blade? Oh, that must be. Oh, that was the one he was given out of the set of armor that was there. Of course.
I always.
So we can sell the other one now. Sell that Gale Wing sword. And we got plenty of money out of that.
Away.
Okay, now let's rest. Do we get the option to cook anything? Let's see where we're going from here, I guess. Let's rest, cook. So now we can cook apple pie, we can have vegetable juice. I think we'll have some vegetable soup. Let's do that.
Good. This came out just the way I hoped.
Came out just the way I hoped it would. Shite. No. Let's talk to this guy.
Mind if I join you, Law?
What are we going to talk to him about? This will be the. So we've talked to the other two.
What's brought this on all of a sudden?
When do we find the time to train? You notice that we're fighting all the time.
Sword, you'd still be able to hold your own, right?
Don't
But I
know.
never see you training.
Not sure.
Might hardly call
Maybe
it a
I could.
regimen. Unless exchanging blows with Zeugles counts.
I mean, sure, I get that real-life practice beats training any day.
Yeah.
But you must have the odd trick or two up your sleeve.
I just told you. I really
No.
don't.
Wait,
No
I got it.
tricks.
It's your armor, right?
Hello.
You channel the extra weight into your strikes and...
It's actually
In for
not
5
as easy
minutes?
as it looks.
So not the armor, huh?
What?
In
What have I
that
missed?
case...
Just calm down a little, would you?
Alright, I
Why are you so
see.
fixated on this
Just as you
anyway?
sat down. Just as you sat down to
well,
relax.
Because I want
You
to
get a
make
Zoom
myself
call.
stronger.
You're strong enough as it is. I almost feel sorry for those Renan soldiers.
Fair enough. Thanks for dropping
It's
by
not
anyway, though.
enough. I need to keep working to get stronger. I won't allow
hopefully.
myself to fail anyone again.
Ah, I see, I
I'm
see.
useless the way I am now. If
Fair
someone
enough.
else dies because
Sounds
of
like
me,
that should be a good. Sounds like that should be a good laugh.
Sorry. Spiraling into self-doubt won't do me any favors. I know that.
None of
What are you
us
playing?
are
Is it like
invincible.
a? Oh, thank you
We're
very
just
much for
getting
that
by,
Prime sub.
Doing the best we can.
That's all we can ask
Thank you
of
so
each
very
other,
much.
right? It's as good
Very
a
much
place as any to
appreciated.
start, I guess.
What are you playing? You playing
start
some
My new training
something
regimen, of course. And what
computer
better
wise,
way
or are
to
you
kick
doing
it
like
off
a
than
kind of
push-ups?
RPG type thing, or?
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right,
I
okay.
admire your enthusiasm. Just don't overdo it, okay?
I think I've
Just
seen
wait.
it. I think kind of
You'll
like
see
that.
how strong I can get.
I think that
See you
sounds
guys
like
tomorrow.
a pretty good way to play a few games, though. Yeah. Turn-based strategies. Ah, yeah. That's a pretty good way, you know, keeping connected
Feel
with
pretty
people.
refreshed after
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I was gonna say, because there's a thing like that, isn't there? There's like a tabletop simulator type game or something that does similar sort of stuff, I think, where you can get like board games and all that sort of stuff, which I think I'd seen before. Yeah, a lot of different solutions to get game nights up and running. Oh, of course, yeah, that's it. You know, ever since obviously COVID, everyone's had to come up with kind of ideas to sort all that sort of stuff out, haven't they? And you know, that's a great way to do it now.
Are you just going to keep standing
I
around?
think a lot
or
of this
what?
stuff's obviously been
Sorry.
around for a while, but maybe people felt, oh well, we can go out though. But at least now
Just
you've got
getting
that as an
prepped over
option.
here.
And it's probably more comfortable as well, sitting at home doing it, I would imagine.
Law?
Yeah, sorry. Just a little travel.
Plus there's a
weary
worry
is
as
all.
well now going
Looking
out, isn't
forward
there,
to
about
finally
other
getting
people, I
out of
suppose.
here, you know?
There always was a little
Still
bit,
beating
but you know.
yourself up about your dad, aren't you?
But yeah, it works perfectly.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't.
I was
That's
looking at
not
that
what I was
for,
just thinking
I
about.
haven't done it in a long time, but like I've got some friends
I
who
never
do
did
like,
tell you how I ended up
they've
hanging
done like sort
around
of
with the
pen and
Snake
paper
Eyes,
RPG
did
stuff,
I?
and
Not properly.
that's
All I
always
know
quite
is you
good.
had a falling out with your dad and ran away from home.
Started uni at
Getting to
Glasgow.
Cislodia almost killed
Started at
me.
uni in Glasgow.
Once
Ah.
there, though, I actually
Was
ended
that
up
was
joining
that
the
a long
resistance
trip you had to bring her
organization,
down,
believe it
or?
not. Of course, before long, someone ratted us out, and we were ambushed by the Snake Eyes. I'd never law. I don't know why. They let
Alright,
me
okay, well
live.
that's not so bad then, yeah.
They made me
Didn't
watch
have
as
to
they
do too
butchered
much.
my friends right in front of my eyes.
Oh yeah, I can imagine, yeah, I'm
still
not
have
going to
nightmares.
be sure what to do. My
I hear
son's
roars of
16 and
Zugals as my friends
it's going to be
scream.
weird
The
if he does go off to
snow-stained
anything like
red
that.
with
I'll be like,
blood.
oh.
And all the while, those bastards laughing. I thought that with Ganabelt defeated, I'd be able to put it all behind me.
It's one of those things though, you know, when it happens for the first time, it probably feels a bit kind of, yeah.
They would kill me too.
Yeah,
So I wound
exactly.
up betraying the memory of my friends and getting my
I mean,
old
you know,
man
you could
killed
both
in
do
the
it, but
process. I wonder if I'm any braver
yeah,
now.
it's difficult, you know, the
What if
first
one
time when
day
they're
I
kind
panic
of moving
again
away, you know,
and end
that's,
up running away like always?
I don't know what that's
And
like
leave
yet.
us behind?
Maybe not for too,
You
you
really
know, who
think you'd
knows?
do that?
I hope not. But who's to say what I'm really
He doesn't know what he's capable of.
Ah, I found you.
Yeah, that was
Something
pretty
wrong,
much, you know,
Renan?
when I went
How
when I
very
went away
perceptive of
from
you.
home, you
When
know,
I turned around, you were gone, so we came back to look for
it
you.
was one of those things.
Maybe tell us next time you decide
That's
to
it,
stop.
you know, it is
We need
something
all our
that you're always
manpower to
happy
face
about
these
it, but yeah,
Zugals.
Jeez, okay.
it's kind of weird for the first
Can't
time
help
because you
it when
spent all
nature
your life
calls,
kind
can
of
I?
looking after them, you know, and now
Nature?
they're away out in the world
Ew,
themselves, you know.
gross. Here?
Kind of makes you feel a bit
Let's
old
retract,
as well.
shall
I hope he makes
I
it
would
through
imagine.
this.
You
Certainly
invited him
did for
along.
my parents.
He's your liability.
He's Zephyr's son, Shion. What was I supposed to do? Just leave him?
Well,
Fine. Just don't come crying to me about it, all right? I've got enough deadbeats slowing me down
I
as
don't
it
suppose
is.
your parents were very happy about that initially. Well, I left. Nah. That's a little bit further back than me then, yeah. But yeah, things were much simpler then, you know. There wasn't so much stuff going on. An opal mass. Oh, I took it. Oh, can I go down there? Maybe I have to go down there. Oh, I see. There's a ladder. Yeah, mine was well, it was like 1996 or 7 that I moved down. I moved quite a bit further away. I mean, I moved from Inverness to Fife for that. So. Oh, did in Kirkcaldy for a wee while, and then Glenrothes. And ended up back up here.
Be careful, everyone.
Yeah, well, I had when I went away to college, mobile phones were becoming a bit more popular, so I got like a cheap, like a Nokia mobile phone, but it was not a very good one. You know, it was before text messages were a thing, so. All right, thank you very much for dropping in for those few minutes, and hope you have a good game night. See you again. And thanks very much for that sub again. Where are we? I don't know where the hell we're going. I guess we're going down one of these holes in the ground. Whee!
I guess Messia is the first place
And
we
we hurt
met.
ourselves.
Holla.
See you there.
Yeah, I was a snake eye and you were a silver sword.
What's this?
Who would have thought we'd end up on the same team?
Another life
Make
bottle.
it
Oh,
on
that's
there.
useful.
It's true.
So where's the
You
so
guys
that's
are
the
the
ladder
odd
that would have
ones,
come down.
running with a Renan.
So whichever way we went, we'd have gone to the right place. Go for a swim. I just like to turn the camera away a little bit there. The camera angle's a little bit annoying. See you there. But yeah, there's some stuff over here. Oh, we can swim faster. No. Camera's a little intrusive. Right, get wherever that is. Some fish. We got a flatfish. Ooh. Still don't have any recipes for cooking flatfish, but at least we got a good bit of food from that situation. Now, before I go over there and fight these things, let's see what's up here. That's the ladder that would have got us down. But yeah, there's nothing else here really to look at, so Let's go and fight these crustaceans. Alright guys, what are they? Shell shockers! So they've probably got some kind of electric attack. And they're probably heavily armoured too. Take this! They're not that tough though. Not really. Yes! 3-4-way attack. Does the job nicely. Oh, that was a nasty wee 1-2 punch combo. Seems to be frozen there for a second. Don't let him electrocute yet. What have you done there? Time to let it rip, he says. That's gas. Are we done? Yeah, okay.
Onward and upward.
Well, upward is the way, yeah. Mushrooms. Plenty of mushrooms. Good, glorious food. Now, what is... So there's something up above us there. That's, by the look of things, not the way we're going to finish the mission, to continue the quest, but there's a way to go to find some stuff. Oh look, more of those enemies down there. Fleet foot crystals. What are they for, I wonder? Alright, you guys. These are those. These are easy enough. Yes. Do 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 do. Yes. And that one. And this one. The end is near. The end is near. Oh. Go. Shut up, no, I'm trying to focus. She doesn't like him very much, apparently.
Looks like we won.
Looks like it. Oh, there's a chest here, too. Open the chest, for God's sake. 1800 cash. Very nice. And now we got to fight more of these, whatever they are, shell shockers.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Well, don't keep your bad feelings to yourself until we've won, okay? They don't like fire, so well, that's all right. It was weak to fire. And presumably the other guy could break them down quite a bit with his armor breaking attack. Oh. Can you heal me? Flaming swing. It's not what you want to see at the park. Take it down. Was that it? Yes. Yes!
My fists are crushing it out there.
His fists are crushing it out there. Now shut up or I'll crush you. Right, what are we doing here? Well, that's a path, but I don't think it's an easy one to get across. More of these stupid things to fight. That Dragon Swarm attack seems quite good. Mega Sonic Thrust. Very nice. Mega Sonic Thrust. Yes. There's a lot more fighting this time round because I guess we did just have a big conversation at the beginning with the guy after we defeated him, but a lot of fighting to get us to the next area. Is it dead? Good.
There's more where that came from.
We can jump over there. A clam tentacle and a sturdy mega bone, did that say? Well, we can avoid them for now. Pick up whatever's in this bag. An orange gel. I'm gonna go and fight those things over there, I think. Mushrooms first, though. Let's do this! Where did that come from? That wasn't with them. Kill that first, then. Oh. Did me a decent amount of damage. Now we can let loose. He wasn't letting loose before, but now he can. Shut up. Wait. I'm trying to remember, was there not Was there not a band with that name? I keep remembering stuff. There bloody was as well. What was their song? It was this. I don't know if anyone even remembers this band, but I just suddenly got... I just suddenly got this in my head, and I was like, oh, does anyone remember this? Let's see. I'll show you. I don't know if I can't remember if this might have been their only single, to be honest, but... Oh, what is it? Oh, the YouTube page says... Oh no, it is there. Right, look, does anyone remember this band, Let Loose, with this song? Does anyone remember this band? It's like a boy band, but... They were like a boy band, but they were playing instruments. That's all I'm giving you. That's all I'm giving you. That's all I'm giving you. Remember, they actually played their well, they looked like they were playing their instruments anyway. But then you remember that period in time brought you bands like Milli Vanilli and other people that didn't do much of anything. Kill it.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
To be fair, right? I mean, you know, the Milli Vanilli situation is all because they were lip syncing, but there's very few artists that don't these days. Seems a little unfair on them, to be honest. But I suppose at least there's some level of singing involved in that. Oh, there's so many of these bloody things in here. We'll fight them all. At least it's only one of these this time. I don't have a bad feeling about it. We beat about 5 of these already. I do think my attacks seem to be a little more difficult to use. Some of these attacks take a bit of time to charge, and I guess they take a bit more power to use as well. So do I.
I think we might be getting too strong.
Maybe.
Isn't that good?
Play along, would you?
What? Play along with what? I don't get it. Right, come on then, let's fight all these as well.
Looks like trouble with a capital T.
Oh look, we can do this! And that hits like 2 of them. Maybe even more. What's that thing doing? They're trying to hypnotise us or something. Yeah, that's great, you just killed a thing that would have taken like 3 hits to kill. Thanks, pal. He like does that. So the only problem with that dragon swarm attack that I can see is he like spins his sword afterwards. Which is a bit of a pain because we're trying to fight these things, not pose. It's a waste.
See you continue on in that thing.
Finished!
That's my cue.
I think he did consider himself finished, yeah.
I need to be stronger.
There's more of them down there, there's like 2 things. Do you know what? I can't be bothered with that. Let's just go up here. I mean, yeah, we'll level up by fighting lots of stuff, but all I really want to do is grab this orange gel. Orange gel. And then we gotta jump down these holes. Whee!
All this walking up and down is a pain.
All this walking up and down's a pain.
I wish we could
What?
just go straight through without all this hassle.
On the other hand,
Can we not get like
clouds force let
hoverboards
you
or
reach
something?
some places you wouldn't be able to otherwise.
True that.
Now that you mention it, the ceiling's not gonna come down on us, is it?
I don't know, maybe. Maybe you shouldn't tempt fate by asking that question. I think we're gonna have to fight these things, because I don't see, other than going that way. Is that where we want to go? But how do we get up there? What's that all about? There's like a huge area that we can't get to. Or can we? Oh look, one of the gaps in the floor would take us there, it looks like. Let's do that. Run right through the middle of these. It looks like the gap that way will take us to that, so let's do that. See what's on those platforms before we go out. This is a long climb, by the way. So it'll be the door, the hole behind us. which is next to some of these things. Well, maybe we can do it. Maybe we can drop down before they get to us. Yes!
There.
Now, what will we find here? I mean, there must be something. Gargoyles. Holy crap, there's a lot of gargoyles in here. Brimore, I don't know what that is, but we got some. Right, let's fight these, and then I'm gonna guess that these gargoyles are gonna come to life at some point and attack us. It might not have been a sensible place to go. Soon find out. Die! And go away. Disappear! Yeah, we're cleaning house, we are, yeah. Okay. Thought maybe that would hurt the other ones. Didn't seem to hurt them very much though, if it did. There we go. Just this one to take down now. A waste of powers there. A wasted power. Right. So we did this. What is that? An abyssal pebble mass. Very nice. Are these going to come to life at some point? Once I open this chest, yeah. Zoogle shell vest. I can't avoid them. That is a lot of gargoyles. Little help. We need quite a lot of help, to be honest. If you can knock some of them out of the sky with that. One down. Can you mess him up before he blasts us with laser eyes? 2 down in like seconds. I will. I will cut them apart to my heart's content, thank you. Don't mind if I do. Take this. Not today. Perhaps not any other day either. Somebody just got a Zoogle shell vest. The question is it actually worth having? No. Oh, here we go. Sorry, Zoogle shell vest. Which he's now wearing, but makes absolutely no difference to his appearance. Right, well, it was worth going there, because at least we got some armour for somebody. And a wee shiny bottle. We could probably have got over there too. Could there be anything of interest down there, I wonder? Should I go and look? Right, do you know what? We're going to go and look just because we're here, so... We may as well jump down the other hole and see what's there.
Man, I'm famished.
Yeah, we're all hungry, you just have to wait until we've got somewhere where we can eat. Because we can't yet! Until we rest. Seems a bit silly, doesn't it? You can't eat until you rest. Right, so there should be another hole in the ground over there. Which is here. Which will allow us to see what's on this side. More of these things. Let's just see, is there anything worth having on this side? There's whatever that is. Seems like that might have been a waste of time, to be honest. Rinwell's Ace. What's that about? Let's listen to this.
Hey Rinwell, do you always have to say an incantation before you cast an art?
Yeah.
Nah, it just says it
They
for a
don't
laugh.
really add any extra power or anything, but reciting them is what allows
But you have to use it so that you
astral
can
energy
cast the
to come together
spell.
and flow through me. It takes time to complete, but they're what lets me use
like
such strong
abracadabra.
magic in the first place.
What happens if someone interrupts
I
you while
guess.
you're in the middle of chanting?
Then I have to start
Alakazam.
over from the beginning. As soon as my concentration breaks, any astral energy I've accumulated disperses.
Got it.
Do-do-do-do.
So once you start reciting,
Do,
it's
do,
our
do,
cue to
do.
make sure that no enemies can get
Do,
near
do,
enough
do,
to disrupt you.
do, do.
Yeah, that would be appreciated.
Ta-da-da-da.
Although, I do have one fun trick up my sleeve.
Do-do.
Once I finish
Do-do.
chanting a full incantation, I can hold on to a single astral art
Do-do.
without casting it right away.
So once the astral energy's in place, you can choose to set it off whenever you want?
Do-do,
That's amazing.
do.
Yeah, I don't fully have the hang of it just yet, but
Oh.
I'm sure it'll come in handy sooner or later.
I was listening to some stuff on some music earlier that I hadn't listened to in quite a long time. like some of the Manic Street Preachers back catalogue, and enjoying a few songs I hadn't heard
Hey,
in years.
Law. Back when we left Sisleden.
Alright, so now we got to chat to this guy.
How you said so long as you don't give up, there's nothing to stop someone starting over?
Yeah?
Well, I think you did just that. You've set out on a new path despite what happened in your past. Besides,
But, you
you're
know,
not the only one fumbling your
go
way
through
through
periods
things.
of listening to stuff that I haven't listened to in a
You
long
too?
time, and then going back to the stuff that I
It
usually
was your
do.
dad who taught me to fight. Back at the start of all this, I knew that so long as I followed
It's
him,
definitely worth
I
listening to a
wouldn't end
variety
up
of things,
straying.
though.
But it was also your dad who told me the importance of becoming my own master, of searching out the answers within me. I always
Ooh.
figured I would one day. But at the same time, I had so much
Searching
more to
out the
learn.
answers.
When he died, I suddenly found myself rudderless. Sure, our immediate goal is to defeat all the lords.
Yep.
But then what comes after that?
Well, then we take over.
There's no
then
one
we're in
left
charge.
to point me in the right direction. It was then that I realized, no matter how much I fret
Just
about
fight.
it, the
Just
only
defeat
thing
them.
I can do is fight. Renan brutality
Just
isn't
defeat
going
them.
to right itself.
No,
So that's what I'm doing.
it's not.
Fighting. And in the meantime, I'll try to figure out my next move.
Go fight, win.
Right now, that's about all I can do.
Go
And you
fight,
really
win.
believe you got what it takes to win this? Against all the odds?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
I have to think that.
Or at least I want to. If I'm being
I must
completely
think that.
honest, sometimes I'm not really sure whether I can or not. So what if we're still figuring stuff out? If we do it together, then we can support one another along the way. Is there anything so wrong with that?
No, I don't think there is. I think I get it now. We may not know what we're capable of, but we have to try all the same.
Yes.
Having another one of your secret
You
meetings.
can't succeed at
Don't
something
tell
if you
me
don't
were
try,
taking
right?
yet another
If you
bathroom
don't try
break?
the thing, you can't
Well,
succeed at the
We
thing.
were just engaging in a bit of brotherly bonding. Isn't that right, Alphen?
Is that were we? I
Yeah.
don't know.
That's right.
Was that what it was? Aye, okay.
Fine then.
That was
Suit
what it was right
yourselves.
enough. Okay.
Hey, I think I can feel a breeze up ahead. I bet the exit is real close.
Looks like it. There's like daylight ahead of us, so yeah.
Finally! Man, it's been too long since I felt the
Looks
sun
like the
on my
exit's
face.
nearby. Unless that's artificial daylight ahead of us, you're not wrong. The blazing sword. In that
I
picture,
think
he's
Huro
still. Oh,
senses
there's an owl.
something.
There's a wee owl somewhere. Oh well, there's a wee owl in the area, I think, because he just popped out and then went back. There's one right near us. He stays out. It's this place. It's very green and pleasant.
We're finally here. Elda Menancia.
Elda
Land of
Menancia.
Green.
The land
The
of
place
green.
certainly lives up to its name, doesn't it?
Does that mean they got lots of money there, or, you know,
Yeah, just feel that breeze.
lots of other substances
It's
that you
like
can get your
night
hands
and
on?
day compared to Calaglia and Sislodia.
Unsullied, fertile land, as far as the eye can see.
You say it's
That's
unsullied.
beautiful.
What's actually happened to it? I bet somebody's doing something to
What?
destroy it in some way.
Nothing, just... I was thinking the very same thing.
Is that what you were thinking? Aye. So I mean, I quite like this game.
realm
I've been
capital
hearing a
in the
lot of people
distance,
suggesting they
the
think this
city
is
of
actually the
Ascent.
best in the
A word to the
series
wise before we
of these
continue.
games. I don't
Elda
know
Menancia has
if that's
produced more
completely true,
sovereigns over
but
the years than any other.
I've definitely played a lot more of it than any of the others that I've played in the past. So
Guess we should probably
maybe we'll
follow
need to
after,
play some of the
shouldn't
older
we?
games in the series of this.
Hey, you alright, Law?
Yeah,
I think
fine.
he's alright.
I was just thinking how Dad would have enjoyed this view.
Yeah, these people
All
have
this
not seen
green in
this
one
much
place
greenery in
is
one place ever,
incredible.
because remember that a lot of them were locked down in their various little regions.
Anyway, let's get
I
moving
thought he was about
before
to
we
run
start
off the
looking
side.
tasty to monsters.
Well, we're going to look tasty to monsters whatever we do, so
Is he going to be okay?
don't know. Have to wait and see, won't we?
Eventually.
Hopefully.
That's a wall he'll have to overcome on his own.
Hopefully he will overcome it on his own, or, well, with our help maybe. So none of the people who are here now know this place at all. So at this stage we're kind of wandering. into the unknown. Oh, that's a nice wee bird thing. Elder Menancia, the land of green. Very good. Can we go? Go to Vicint. Vicint? Viscint? So that was the sea cave that we just came out of. We've got these two things here, and then there's the exit to the next area. Okay. Alright, pal. Anything? Oh. Got a wee cutscene. I really have to hurry.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? My buddies got hurt real bad. They can't even move. It's not good. Are they nearby? Are you saying you can help them? Shion?
Yes.
Just up here, please. You gotta help. Is this okay? So we've got to heal some people, or are we going to get attacked here by these people? Yeah, give us display priority if it's just around the corner. I thought you were going to take me there. Where's this person who's healed? Down there? Okay. Well, we're going that way anyway, so that's alright. How do we get to these things? Well, that must be one of them. Heal this guy up. My wounds have closed up. You've saved me. Please let me thank you. I'll have 2 tails from monsters. And 3 tomatoes. That works. That's enough payment for me. Thank you. And there's another wee guy. Needs a bit of healing. Do we need to go back to that guy up there, or do we just finish the quest? Wow, that's crazy. It doesn't hurt anymore. Give me 5 eggs. Oh. Breakfast's on me. There's one other person up further ahead. Would you mind taking a look at him too? Just a look? Yeah, you'll see what I mean once you find him. Yeah, we can't reattach his head, mate. Can't reattach his head. I'm afraid. Treat the poet. Aye, maybe. Wait, what's that noise? Monsters down there, are there? That's more of those things. Kill this guy too. He's a poet. This warm light, might it be? 2 clam tentacles. So we just wanted to take a look at him or heal him. He's got like eye glasses with like swirls in them. Oh my! What sorcery is this? Might you be a miracle worker of some sort? It's just healing, mate. No, this is no mere healing art at work here. I sense compassion flowing through this energy. Compassion tinged with just the slightest hint of loneliness. Emptiness even. Got you pegged. Alphen, why are you agreeing with him? Keep it up and I won't heal you next time you're in trouble. We're just talking. I see, so this is how true bliss feels.
Hey.
Oh, you shut up already. Anyway, how'd you get hurt? Did a Zoogle attack you or something? Something like that. One of the foul beasts ambushed us and injured my companions, and in my fright I took quite the tumble and came crashing down. So there was probably nothing wrong with him. Also, it didn't actually hurt you. Where is it now? Is it gone? So it seems. After I let forth the most ferocious bellow I could muster, a scream, it appears to have fled in fear. Well, be careful in your travels. See you.
That can't be.
Wait, don't leave yet. I'm a minstrel who tells many a tale about this fleeting world in which we live. They call me the Wonder Bard. Why did you tell us that? I could tell from the very moment our eyes met that the two of you are something special. You're not like most others in the world. I'm keen to witness with my own eyes just how this rich tapestry of emotion you two share comes to unfold.
Nice.
Well, no harm in that, I guess. Name's Alphen.
Very well.
Pleasure to meet you both. Henceforth, we are bound by fate, destined to meet one another again. And certain things shall only get more dramatic from here. I look forward to the day our paths cross once more. And on that note, I must take my leave. There are others out there who yearn to hear my most beautiful voice. Adios, via Condana. Yeah, fuck off, mate. Stop waving. Okay, so Shion's just learned some healing emblem stuff. So can we upgrade any of those? Healing circle. Ooh, that sounds useful. If we put that on, then we'll have an attack. We'll have a thing that allows people to heal within the kind of radius of it, which seems like a good thing. He's got 600 odd. Yeah, give us increased mid-air damage. That one is now finished. Rinwell can have concentrate. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know if it is or not, but it's one of the things we can have. So And he's got 500 that he can spend. Give me that increased counter-attack damage. And is he gone now?
Maybe we should have left them alone.
Thanks, Shion.
Maybe we should have left him on the ground.
Why are you thanking me?
Right, let's fight these 3 things, because why not? We'll get wherever that crystal is. Let's go! Dispose of the trash. That's a nice one. Look at this fucking trash. Take this. And... no. Can't use that attack. Because the 3 diamonds have run out. There we go. 1 down. Attack. What did he just attack? Oh. It's just this one. Okay. Do it. Kill him. Yes. Yes.
This could be useful.
This was useful.
Camping out.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I don't. Sell first. Okay, we've got nothing interesting to sell, so what have we got that we can buy? What are you buying? So you can get some Zoogle Shell armor, which is better than... how much money have we got? Oh, plenty. There we go. And you can have that one too. Good. Now, we should be able to sell the armor that we just got rid of. There's quite a lot of armor we can get rid of. Quite a large amount of armor we can get rid of. There we go. I'll take that. And can we forge any interesting new weapons? Not that, because we need some titanium van braces. That would be quite useful, but we need granite fangs. That is better than the one that she's got at the moment. Oh, these guys don't have... well, okay. You've got an improved weapon, but he does not. Pop that on him. The winged gauntlets. So the only... it looks like the armor doesn't change anything cosmetically, but the weapons do. Do we have any weapons we can sell there that we didn't have before? No.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
We have. We just upgraded it. It's a silly question to ask, isn't it? You checked your equipment lately? Oh no, someone's stolen my trousers. Wait.
Why do you keep staring at me, Shion?
Just
Who knows?
what
Let's
is-
cook. What are we making? Let's make some grilled mushrooms. Do that because it gives us a boost to the cooking effect.
This is great.
Yes, this is
The
great.
taste and aroma will blow everyone away.
Well, hopefully it doesn't like kill everyone. Grilled mushrooms. Very nice. Let's talk to Shion. We haven't talked to her in a little while in the campsite. That's not
Shouldn't you
Shion.
be resting?
I wanted to talk with you for a bit.
As always, you know, we're just trying to have a conversation. This happened last time.
I'll stop bothering you.
Hey,
then.
let's have a conversation. No, I should try and have more
didn't say you were
conversations with you.
bothering me.
Well, but you don't want to talk, so...
Sorry. Don't take it personally.
What
I'm
do
just
you want us-
not
what are
used
you
to
wanting to
being
do? I
around
don't
other
understand.
people, so I don't really know how
I
to
don't get it.
chit-chat.
Well, for a start, you let your guard down a little. Hey, here's the thought. What if you tell me about your childhood?
I don't know.
What with my thorns and all, I didn't really have one. Not to speak of.
Oh yeah, that's right.
anyway.
The thorns, which are these kind of
Although,
electrical
I guess
blasts
I
that she
did have
has
one
whenever someone
friend.
tries to put their hands anywhere near her.
Who was it?
They
A
do those
really
people
old doll.
a great deal of damage.
Oh.
When I was a little girl, the doll was the only thing I could touch and hold without worrying about my thorns hurting it. I would do things like dress it up or sit it on my lap when I was eating. The two of us were practically inseparable.
Can I ask something?
Is it about the fact that I played with dolls?
No.
Why would that be a why would that be a
I
thing?
only wanted to ask who gave you the doll in the first place.
Well, when you were a child, you
I
played
don't
with dolls.
remember. It was a long time ago.
Why would that be an
Where
issue?
is it now?
I don't
I
know.
had to leave it behind when I left Lenegus. I didn't have a choice. Most likely,
She left
it's
it behind,
long
okay.
gone at this point.
Fair enough. You're now
I
closer
think
to
it's time we go
Shion.
to sleep.
Yeah, you're probably right. We need to rest for the next morning and whatever lies in wait for us down the path ahead.
Come on, guys. We've got lots to do.
Let's cross the bridge. The bridge is ready. Okay, so that was Overseer Hill. This is Traslada Highway, and we've got a load of places we can possibly go here, including there's a...
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Not nearby. What are these things down here? It's more of those electrical crustacean things. Too many Zoogles. Maybe we should avoid them. He says we should fight them. Plus, we all know the only thing I'm good for are these fists. I've got to stay on top of my game. After battles, you'll accumulate a bonus based on combat points. Very good.
I've got a really
What
bad
in the
feeling
world?
about this.
Oh, we'll let that one run up. No, there's this one over here that everyone else is attacking. Why would you run after the other one?
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
Take it down.
This ends now.
Consider yourself
Yes.
See you continue on in that vein.
Let it charge first.
Yes, my lady?
Otherwise,
Something you
you
wanna
get
do?
knocked down like that. There we go. They just ran right into that. Did you just say I'll end you? He did. I'll end you! And this should end it.
Consider yourself finished.
They weren't that tough. At all. Still plenty more to clear out. I say we go another round. Are we just getting put straight into fights without any chance to do anything about it? What the hell are these things? Earthen mass. They've got like a creature on top of them.
It's a duel of the
That
arts.
takes quite a lot of damage. What did you say? And here we got this flaming swing attack again. Oh, I think the direction you do that in changes who you do the attack with.
We did it.
Glad we beat up all those Zoogles. It was totally worth it. Right, even with them you struggle against. You keep fighting enough, eventually you get lucky. That was some refreshing roughhousing, as they say. And we learned something else. Silver Wolf reawakened. And he's got points to spend too. Whirlwind Snap. Take this. I don't know what it is, but have that one. Oh, we got more points to spend now. It didn't take us long to pick some up. Owl Astral Energy. Yeah, okay. What about you? Nothing for you. I will do that too. When enemies have been downed, we do a bit more damage to them. Good start. Still those things over there.
Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Is that as valuable as you think it is? They're like shooting electricity
Yeah,
through the
would you look at
ground.
that? Green as far as the eye can see.
Green as
Think
far
even
as the eye
Zoogles
can
look
see.
A little fuller than they usually do.
They're still Zoogles,
Probably.
just on a fuller stomach.
Right, where does this
Don't
take
forget,
us?
This is enemy
It says enemy territory, you're right. Title Plain.
territory we're in.
Okay, show me the map. There's just a big area here. I don't think this is where we want to go. Have a look though. More of those things.
East Hill. I'm sensing a stronger concentration of astral energy
Was this a
around
bad idea going up here? We're about to find out.
Does that mean there's treasure buried underneath here or something?
Shall we save here, just in case there's some kind of big monster about to pop out as we try to leave or something? Plus we hadn't saved in a while, to be fair. This isn't where we're supposed to be going, but there's definitely a couple of things we can pick up here.
There's nothing here. It doesn't even connect to Vicent.
Nope.
Nope, doesn't connect to
Let's
anything.
start wandering around and get back to work.
Doesn't even look like there's any point fighting these things. They're not. They might be hiding something in that wee area. But there are 3 of them. This might be a bad idea. Oh yes, look, there's an owl thing or something in there.
Now you see what I can do.
I'm not sure if they're armoured or not, but that certainly did some damage at least. I mean, we must be pretty strong for launching these things up in the air.
Turn the tables on him.
And the other one. Oh, we almost got hit by the one rampaging the other way. I didn't even know was there. No, we won't waste that attack on that.
Makes you realize what? Exactly.
That was easy.
Don't think. Just keep swinging.
The astral energy is surging.
Well, there's a guy
around
needing
me.
healed. I thought it was an owl over here. There might be an owl here, because that one is suggesting there is. You saved me, thank you! When the Zoogles chased me around, I'm sure I was done for. 10 tomatoes for that. Tomato soup all round. I'll make some more tomatoes. That was a totally pointless waste of time. Other than to rescue that one guy. Oh wait, but there's an owl somewhere that we have to look for. There he is, look! Woohoo! Giggle glasses! What's so good about them?
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Maybe, let's go find out. There's nothing this way. Right, okay, so that's that area. If we look on the map again, there's 3 more places we can go.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
There's another owl somewhere around. Brimore again, or Brimore. I don't know. Is it an ore?
I hate camping
We
out.
don't need to we don't need to camp right now.
I think I'll try to make that new recipe.
Surely that's the capital over there.
But I'll decide how.
But which way takes us directly there?
How spicy it is.
He doesn't. She doesn't like the extra spices that he might put in the food, which is fair enough. So there's a place up there. I'm not sure we can get past all this stuff. Well, we'll try. Apparently, there's a path up here.
That's no ordinary enemy I see over there.
Ah! I don't think we were really supposed to do that, I'll be honest. So that was just a path that took us down to here. What about the one on the other side then?
Village over there.
The people
So maybe that's just a similar thing on the other side.
Look at these fields and all this
Cows.
livestock. Am I crazy
got some
for
milk
thinking
from the
these
cow.
people seem to have it pretty
Yes,
easy?
What the hell is going on here?
pretty good idea. How that's happening. Oh, hang on, I need to sneeze. You don't want to hear that on the mic. Let me see. So there's another path round here. Where does that take me? Faria Ranch. Well, we could have a quick look at it because it's just a ranch. Just a place that we can visit. With nothing in it, apparently. See what's up here. A box that we can open to get some wheat. Go up there, but let's not do that just yet. What's in here? Wee bedroom. And we still have to use a campfire. There's nobody here. I can't climb that. Okay, so I guess there'll be something here at some point in the future. But not right at this minute. Back we go to the highway. I guess we know that the other gate now is the one that's going to take us to the capital. Or at least in the right direction.
One of your friends, Hoodle?
Who knows where his friend is?
I wonder if something.
Oh, look at these! Like pigs with rabbit ears. Is he having a sleep? If I was okay, I wouldn't be lying here now, would I? No, just about. Anyway, you can't move. Make this. Maybe this is some sort of sign. Sure, I'll help you. Why not? What do you want? Bring me back to my home. Do that. We were heading towards my house in the opposite direction from the city. I guess I'll get you back home. So there's still some good souls. I see a lot of promise in you. Yeah, where are we taking you? We need to carry him. Where? To that ranch we just left? Looks like we just automatically do it, so. The tyrant carrying one man between 4 people.
I guess.
He's heavier than he looks. What the heck do you eat, old timer? Good question.
Yes.
Anything he gets hands on. His name's Bogdal. Runs a ranch and always keeps his stomach full. A ranch? What's a ranch? What? You don't know what a ranch is, boy? Where do you think all that food you eat comes from? Well, I don't come from town, so... Point being, folks like me are the ones who supply the food everyone eats, both Danans and Renans alike. So what's happening in this town? 'Cause it seems like maybe they're all getting along okay with each other. In a way that nobody else was before. Well, you a little something for helping me. Don't do that, it's fine. Oh, I just need to figure out what. I don't have a lot to spare. Y'all can make use of this here ranch as much as you like. The livestock here will be all yours. Heck, I'll even help look after them. How does that sound? I don't know the first thing about raising animals. Well, you'll be fine, because he's the farmer and he raises the animals.
Really?
Sweet, we've got a ranch. Right, well, why did I do this? I don't want to have a ranch. Oh look, but we've learned some skills as a caretaker. And we've got no points to spend on any of it, so... Thanks very much, but we've got to go over to the capital city now.
Who would have thought we'd be raising animals in a place like this?
Who would have thought? No, we're not going to do that, though. But we're not going to. Okay, so...
We should make use of the opportunity.
Look at these pig things. Where are they?
Doesn't matter who.
There's a sheep. Look at these pigs down here. They're like rabbit pigs. And then there's a regular looking pig there, but look, there's like pigs with rabbit ears. I don't know. Well, that's all about. Now this must be the capital city. Look at it. Look at the gates. What's going to happen here? So is this the capital city, or is this just another path that leads us some of the way there? What's happening? Is the game frozen, or... I think the game's frozen. I honestly do. I think the game's frozen. Give me 1 sec. Let me just try and fix that. Let me just try and fix this 1 moment. Just need to jump across to something else to fix it. What the hell's going on here? Yeah, the game has frozen. The trouble is that if I restart the game, I'm not entirely sure where it's gonna put me. Might have to. That's annoying. I hope we don't have to do like a million fights again or something. I'm about to find out. We're about to find out. That's really annoying that I had to restart the game. Of a strange crash. It does autosave, so I don't know if it autosaved before I went in there. Yeah, I know it's got an autosave feature. I'm hoping that you autosaved. We don't need the intro music, because we don't. But we do need to continue the game. Where's it going to put us? Please don't. Oh, that's okay. That was just after we helped that guy then, I think. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Just after we helped the guy. It's the perfect place for it to bring us back. Right, hopefully this time... It's the first time I've had like a... Oh no, it's the second time I've had a crash on it, because I remember there was one where I had to restart the game before as well. Now let's see. If there's a problem with loading this town though... Ah, that's what was supposed to happen. That's more like it. Right, let's just watch this little intro cut sequence while we look at this capital city. What's he doing? Oh, they've got those things on the back of their hands still though, so they are definitely being... But this is Vicent. Or Viscint? I don't know, but it seems like they're treating the people a little better here.
Look, Renan soldiers.
What are they doing? They just walk past, they don't care.
Do the Renans control this city? I've never seen so many of them in one place
Maybe they
before.
do then. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe there's just such a...
Look at the cores on them. These people are all Danans.
What?
They're slaves.
So the soldiers are all...
If they are, they're awfully well dressed.
And they're smiling too.
What are they getting them to do?
Something weird.
The other people were making them work really hard.
Forgive the intrusion, but if I'm not mistaken, you're newcomers to Elda Menencia.
Yeah, we are. What's happening here?
Please, you have no reason to be alarmed. My name is Drasha.
He works at the Department of
I
Welfare.
work at the Department for Welfare.
Okay.
Department for Welfare?
What happens here?
We work to support the day-to-day living of all citizens. Welcoming newcomers to the realm is a part of our job, albeit one we rarely have the pleasure to perform.
Let me guess. We get a free
There's
pair
not
of
that many new
shackles as a
people.
welcome gift.
Shackles.
Perish the thought. Your trepidation is perfectly understandable, but I assure you, our way is quite
Yeah, what exactly is going on here?
In the
They
past,
seem a bit too nice.
This realm was no different from any other, and run by a rather merciless ruler.
Right, and who's in charge
But
now?
all of that changed once His Excellency Lord Dohalim assumed
Oh, is he going to be a
power
friend?
7
Can we get him
years
as a
ago.
friend?
Dohalim.
Under him, for the first time in our lives, we Danans were treated with the respect we deserve.
Oh, okay.
Lord Dohalim
I wonder how he
is
feels about
adored
us
by
killing the other
Danans
two people, though.
throughout the realm, and we serve him with gladness.
Am I hearing you right?
Right.
The Danans here willingly serve a Renan lord?
Well, yeah, but
Please,
if life's been
see for
alright for
yourself.
them there, then maybe...
You're free to go anywhere you like. Just ask if you should need
But
anything.
don't go in that basement there.
What is it? Spit it out.
It's just, we came here to free everyone.
Uh-huh.
But
Yeah,
the Danans of this
they
realm
all
are
seem to be
happy serve
relatively free.
Dohalim. Are there any walls that even need tearing down?
Well, we'll have to wait
Who
and see,
cares?
won't we? We'll have to look
That
around.
just makes our path to Dohalim that much clearer.
I
Yeah,
guess,
but it
but
could be...
Still, Drashan said we should check things out for ourselves.
Hmm.
Maybe we should
Does
look
anybody
around
know
a
who
bit,
he is or
see
anything
what we
about him, I
learn.
wonder? Yeah, let's find out what we can learn by wandering about.
Everyone is all smiles.
Yeah,
I've never seen a
that's
city
that
so
guy that we
lively
spoke
before.
to. Over you, do you need anything? What is this place? This is Vicent, capital city of Menencia. A beautiful, verdant, peaceful city, full of life. Most beautiful landmark is Otolina Palace, the manor of Lord Dohalim. His policies to ensure we can live our lives free of oppression. Do you need anything else? Seems to be a bustling place. Sure is, we're still technically slaves, but we get paid fairly for our work. So everybody's happy to work. The marketplace is booming, and worries about where food or lodgings come from are a thing of the past. It's all the result of Lord Dohalim's reforms. Do you need anything else? Where can we rest? You must be tired after so long on the road. Go up the stairs and you'll find an inn on your right. Oh, we've got a Barker girl out front, so it shouldn't be hard to miss. The beds there are great. I highly recommend staying there at least once. I'm good, thanks. So that's that guy, but then obviously he's the welcoming committee, so he's going to tell us life's fine here, isn't he? Huh? You want to know what I'm doing? I'm tending the trees. Where? The fucking trees. If you don't get tender loving care, then the flowers he loves so much will never grow here. There's no trees here. You're surprised? This is a highly respectable occupation, you know? What? Looking after the non-existent trees? Finally, we're here, the capital of Vicent, a paradise to all. You okay, mister? I'll call someone over right away. What's wrong with this guy? I want to talk to this guy. Why is he not happy? What's happening here? With this guard? Your armor rocks, big guy. Let me wear it. Our armor is certainly something even a Danan like you could wear. We just need to grow into it first. I'll work hard to grow big and strong then, promise. This is weird. This is Vicent, capital city of Menencia. The beauty is breathtaking, don't you think? It's a nice looking place. If you want to reach the centre of town, just keep going straight on. I would never have guessed. So that's the centre of town. There's an inn just there. I want to go down here and see what's happening at this side. Looks like the path kind of
Let's see
curls
what's
round.
going on around here.
Yeah, there might be someone who could use our help.
Possibly. There might be a resistance cell somewhere. Yes, do you need something? If you don't, could you go bother someone else, please? Everyone was nice up until that lady appeared. If you don't want anything, can you go bother someone else? Aye, alright, fair enough. Settle down. about these two? What are they up to? Oh, he'll be fine. He got sent to a medical facility for serious illnesses. Do you really think he'll get better? He looked bad. Like, real bad. The facility uses Renan technology. I'm sure he's in good hands. But I don't know. Right. Oh, who's this? The view here is amazing. This city's built over that huge forest. Even those big buildings on top, it doesn't even budge. The armored soldier guy said it was because this is the realm of Earth. That would make sense, right? We have the realm of ice, the realm of fire. So this will be the realm of Earth. Some beef?
What could this be?
What could this be? Well, we know what it is, because it says. Oh, what are you up to, mate? What happens if I run into you? Nothing. I was hoping we could get him to drop the apples. Then he might get in trouble for dropping the apples, I don't know. Right, so... There's a soldier. There's an owl thing, so there must be an owl around here. It pops up there, so it must be in this area somewhere. Yep, I can hear it. It's it, wait. Thought I saw it there for a minute. Is it in the tree? Oh, here, I'm not. Wait. Something popped up for a second there. No, let's just talk to a person. I don't know where the owl is. What should I make to go with dinner? Dad's been a little out of sorts lately, so I want to lift his spirits some. Alright. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm missing one. One what? One of the wheels? Hey, guardsman, shouldn't you be working? I don't know what it's like in the realm you come from, but here in Menancia, everything's peaceful. There's zero chance of anything bad happening. Oh well, we'll see about that. Well, yeah, thanks to the Lord, life is nice for all of us. Yeah, see? And it's more than just us anyway, there's also the guardsmen. Nothing's going to break if I slack off. Nonetheless, the reason the city's so peaceful is because you guys are around. All the younger kids idolise you, so don't shatter their illusions, please. Or he's not allowed to sit down and have a wee meal or something. I'll make this drink my last. Right. Did we talk to that person over there? I don't think we did. Right, yeah, there's an owl here somewhere that I can't see. I don't know where it is. What's this person about? What's this? Is that a tired-looking customer I see? I find the perfect inn right behind me. Oh, this is the person, yeah. We could be resting. Let's go rest in the inn, because we could do with food. We could do with some food. Here's where we find it costs all my money to stay here. Yeah, apparently so. You all be exhausted, feel free to come in and unwind. And then we get all of our stuff taken off us and we wake up in a bath full of ice. Do that.
That came out great. Everyone's gonna be real surprised.
Yeah. Especially when we wake up with our kidneys missing in a bucket of ice. That didn't happen, okay. Thanks for staying, you're always welcome to come back. What's this place? We shop here. Menacia is a realm known for its abundance and not just in natural resources. I'm sure there's something I can help you find. Depends what you got, really. Not anything overly exciting. I've got enough of most things, to be honest, at the moment, so... We had our rest and we had something to eat, so now they're not hungry anymore. Or not likely to go hungry anymore. So far from wandering the streets...
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Where the fuck is this owl? It's like here somewhere. There's a cat. Wait, I thought I saw it up in there. If we go this... Oh wait. Is it here? There it is. What's he got? He's got a halo. He has a halo. He does. Over his head there.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Probably. We'll go to the forest at some point, not right now. I'm telling you, man, we don't deal in that. Don't you have any room to bend here? I need it for my newborn grandchild. I really wish I could help, but I can't. Could you ask around at other stores? Wonder what she wants. Guess we'll never find out. Oh, can't drink another drop. Well, you shouldn't then. Oh. What are we about to see? I take it you folks are all travellers. It's so wonderful to have you all here.
I guess.
You really don't bat an eye at all at us being together, do you? Even though we have a Renan with us. Are you surprised? I suppose it might not be a common sight elsewhere on Dana, but here in Vicent it's a part of everyday life. Hey, if we want to visit the palace, do we keep going this way?
Sure.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Although if you ask me, the training grounds might be more up your alley, since you all appear to be of that persuasion. Training grounds, you say? Is that code for some kind of arena where you make complete strangers fight and kill each other for sport? Yes. No, absolutely not. It's nothing terrible like that. They're just what they sound like. Training grounds. It's true that years ago it used to be a really gruesome place where slaves had to fight each other, as well as Zoogles, but then our current lord came along and the first thing he did was put a stop to that. A Renan lord did that? It was then refurnished and reopened as a proper place to train. Mainly designed to be used by the Elderman NCR Guard, but it's open to anyone who wishes to use it. Even Danans?
Sure.
Of course. Far too punishing for me, but if you're looking to hone your skills, I recommend you pay it a visit. Ooh, sounds interesting. Training grounds for everyone. I see. What's that then? So, I think we're going to go and have a look up this path. I don't know if this is I don't know if this is the training grounds. Looks like it probably will be, to be honest. Well, it's a blocked path. I've been given orders not to let anyone through here for the time being. Come back later, it might be open again. Right, okay. Fair enough. What else have we got around here? Path down to the right. Welcome to Vicent, the city's open to everyone. Even Danans like you and I.
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
I hear a voice, somebody's asking for
Hopefully
help.
It's nothing that'll be too
Well,
hard to deal
make
with.
sure that there's a person out here saying it, or...
Okay.
Gather you came along the highway, yeah? You didn't happen to run into that thing along the way, did you? What thing? Talking about the huge Zoogle that flies around the skies, occasionally dropping down to attack people and Zoogles alike. No, I didn't see that. Even attacks Zoogles? That's something you don't meet every day. Yeah, this guy's really something. Even the uniforms have a hard time dealing with it. Even tried putting a bounty on it to sweeten the pot. Everyone's just given up. Well, we'll take the quest, but I don't know if we're going to do it. We'll handle it. We got this, don't worry. As a matter of fact, we've got someone here who can practically shoot down flying Zoogles. I don't think she's going to appreciate that. No, me neither. I think you can handle it, that'd be great.
Well...
Only way to attract his attention is if we fight some other Zoogles. It's a pain in the ass to be sure, but a clever pain in the ass at that.
All right.
Well, let's go hunt it. Not right now, but eventually. No, don't give it priority. Right, so
what
what's
are you going to use the prize money for?
down this way?
Eating until my stomach bursts.
That sounds right up
No.
Shion's alley.
Yeah. They all like eating. Isn't that good? Who's this? Gate over there is locked down at the moment. There's no going through it. Not like anyone wants to go through anyway. The realm it leads to is dangerous.
Let's
So that
see
gate's
what's going
blocked.
on around here.
Yeah.
Somebody over here that
There
needs
might be
help.
someone who could use our help.
This guy looks like he's sleeping, or... What's this guy again? You okay? Wait, you're the foodie we ran into before. Oh, hello! Haven't seen you since we were in Ciclodia. Needless to say, I'm hungry. Where are some of those mushrooms you picked? Ah, you never learn anything. Just what sort of wretched fungus are you trying to stuff down my throat? Oh, I think they're good.
How?
Wish I shared your unfounded courage. Anyway, I'm here in Vicent on important business, though. Through careful investigation and some sneaking around, I've acquired a top-secret recipe from the palace. Short on ingredients, could I ask you all to procure what I need? What was that you said about sneaking around? Before I answer that, do you enjoy meat? Who doesn't? Well, the recipe I pilfered is none other than for beef stew. I've got beef. Did you steal the recipe? So if I did, who cares? What do you say? Will you help me? Pretty sure this guy's breaking the law. Yeah, he only uncovered a recipe. Right, well, what do you need? Steak beef, meat and potatoes, as well as mushrooms and tomatoes. We'll see what we can do. So I don't have all the ingredients for that. The ranch, you should see what you can find there. Or no, there's a ranch, why don't you just visit yourself? Because I can't well try to sneak off with a cow all on my own, can I?
Hey!
This is anything about stealing one of our cows. It's our farm now. I'm kidding, I'm really too hungry to be walking around right now. Don't take too long. Yeah, maybe, not right now. No. What we are going to do is head to this palace and see what it's all about.
Why are we humoring this old man again?
Because he
there's
gives
no way
us
I'm passing up a
because he
top
gives us
secret palace
recipes.
recipe, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a
Yeah,
surprise.
it's a top secret palace recipe is definitely something we want. Right. Up ahead, you'll find the grounds of Ottolina Palace. You're free to go near if you like, but please mind your man to go near. Gotta get these flowers to grow nice and pretty for Lord Dohalan. Something up? Oh no, just wondering how I might approach the lady tending the trees over there. You could try saying hello. Don't approach me out of nowhere, you mere Danon. I can tell her if you want. No, I can't tell her. Okay. Right, well I'm going in the palace. See you later. Very nice. Can we go up these stairs, mate? I have the honourable duty of guarding Lord Dohalan. Who knows? Maybe we can go up those stairs, but not yet. Did I just find something? Peach gel? Should we really take this random thing that's lying in a flower bed? Why not? Who's this guy? Hi there, are you waiting to immigrate here? Passing through, actually. You're a traveller, don't see many of those. It's dangerous out there. Most people who try to flee end up attacked by Zeugles. The city has security and lodgings. Take your time, enjoy your stay. We will. What about this one? What's she up to? Curious about what I'm wearing? Not really. Bought this myself, if you'll believe it. Nowadays, we Danons get paid a fair wage for the work we do. It's all thanks to Lord Dohalan. Who is this guy? That's nothing like any of the other Renan people we saw. What's this guy up to? Up past here is the training grounds. Anyone's welcome to train, but only if you're not afraid of getting injured. So that's the training grounds. Wait. No, let's not go to the training grounds yet. I want to see how far up here we can go. Oh, nothing to say really. Can we go inside? Or will we get told to leave? This is Ottolina Palace, the manor of Dohalan, Lord of Eldman and Sia. Entries forbidden to all but those with his lordship's express permission. Please remove yourself. I can remove you in a minute, mate. No, well, let's go and have a look at these training grounds while we're here. What does it say about our mission anyway? Speak with the citizens. We've spoken to a lot of them. We need to speak to every single one. Let's go see these training grounds. See what they're all about. Former arena. And we went there and we got paid off for the quest immediately. So what's in here?
So these...
We guardsmen have been undergoing rigorous training ever since we entered the guard. Dedicating themselves to ultimate might. Not 1 inch will be given to any rotten Zeugles that dare to cross me. Just cut them down and toss them aside. People who got picked to join the guard sure are something else, aren't they? He's been yelling that stuff for a while now, but I haven't seen him actually step up to the reception this entire time.
Training grounds. The atmosphere here feels different compared to the rest of this.
Okay, this time I'm going to give it everything I have. Been training for this day, I know I can do it. Hope so, but what we're going to do if you're getting hurt in there?
It's just
You're
a
talking to
nicer
yourself,
name
mate.
for a place where people go.
Aha, my fist feels like a ball of fire. I bet I can take the advanced trials, no problem. And your hand feels like that, it's because you punched a wall.
To fight.
So, it's still a good way for us to.
What's something in here? You know it takes a special kind of stupid to walk up to one of us armoured soldiers and pull out your weapon and try to fight us. Can you blame me? Your weapons are so big and strong, I couldn't help myself. What, from fighting somebody who was clearly stronger than you?
Test our strength.
So welcome to the training grounds. If you're looking for a place to take your training to the next level, you come to the right place. We embrace anyone. I can already tell you don't want to simply improve. You want to be the best. We want to be the very best. Group battle. Let's do the Novice Battle first. See what it's all about. Training's only just begun. You've got a long, harsh road ahead. Yeah, whatever. Send us in for the training. See what it's all about. 32 Terrapin Fists. What are these things? Wow, 2 of us are dead already. These are Novice Trials. Fuck. These are Novice Trials and we just got absolutely flattened.
Sorry.
What? Oh yes, these trials are for novices. Opponent is never your greatest threat, it's pride and complacency. Okay, we can't do that just now. Well, that's... Let's try that one, because that's a level 20 mission. The other one was a level 30 mission. Yeah, send me into this mission, it looks easier.
No holding back.
It's the same enemies, though. I'm ready for how strong those last ones were, though. And that attack's really annoying. Fire. Not sure that'll do anything to them, but... Okay, so this kind of training area is quite good. Because it definitely... Do that, do that, do that. Yeah, so it looks like whatever direction we press on the pad decides who we're doing the attack with. Kill it! Kill it! There we go, it's dead. What? Wait, what? We've just got more enemies appeared. How long does this last for? How many waves do we have to fight, I wonder? Get it, fight it, kill it. Get toasty, yeah. That was a nice re-attack. Wasn't bad at all. What's this one going to be? I wonder if when we defeat these we'll be finished with this, or if we need to do more. Here's the evil. Surely that thing's dead now. What is this? What just happened there? Oh, this thing's launching them out, so we should defeat it first. Good. She never misses, you see. So that's useful. She never misses. Asshole energy. Bang. So now that that thing's dead, the rest of these should be easy enough to take down. What the fuck is that? Some sort of granite golem? Wow, okay, there's a lot of these. Rinwell's dead, bring her back to life. And she's bringing back Rinwell, but she's also got to heal herself. Oh, I need healed. Shit. I need to heal a bit. Oh, I can't use any items. Heal me! This is quite a tough wee fight. Quite a bit tougher than I thought it would be.
Did you just heal me?
Yes.
Did you just heal me? He said. Of course I fucking healed you. You were injured. Why wouldn't she try and heal you? A strange question to ask. What's happening? Fight them, kill them, defeat them. Crush, kill, destroy. Which of these? Oh, what's he doing? What's he doing? Take this. Lovely attack. Whoa. Dust to dust, he says. What did he do there? He's done a lot of damage to whatever that was. So these creatures are kind of annoying. These are tough. Use this. Use that. Almost destroyed the big one. One of the big ones, anyway. Oh, it's got... Oh, yes. That one was even closer to death than the other one. Oh, that was good. Try harder, try again. Just this guy left. Oh, yes, get him. Yes, one attack. Perfectly timed. Is that it? Are we done? Are there going to be more? Nope. That was great. I was so happy to see you win. I accidentally flattened my chair. So everybody sees such immense refined talent. Thank you. We've got 2 silver dog tags, which I think we can just sell. Okay, well that's fine. So we know what that is now, but that's not where we want to be. We want to go back outside and speak to the locals again. Which we've been doing for ages. Absolutely ages. Right, we spoke to them, we spoke to them, we spoke to everyone in here. Spoke to everyone in here. Can we speak to him? You can go near if you like, but mind your manners, he said. Now, who else is about? What about you? Oh yeah, that's right, you said the city's open to everyone. If these people... We're all out of liquor. Goodness gracious, we're still getting customers. Go buy some more liquor. Fill up on liquor. What about you? What are you up to? Excuse me, ma'am, what are your plans for dinner tonight? My plans for, well, I don't know. Eating some dinner? Right, what else is about? Anything else of interest? Any other things of interest? How about you? No. Right, so we had the guy there and the guy there. Got a chest here with pork in it. Oh, we got a star there. That usually means that that's got something to do with the question. Did all these people move here? Dad says people used to have to carry lots of heavy and dangerous stuff. I don't know if I believe that. I can imagine that kind of stuff never... I can't imagine that kind of stuff ever happening here.
I still can't believe I'm seeing Danins and Renans getting
Look around
along.
the synth some
Never
more.
know. It could all be an act on orders from
Renan armored soldiers' job to hold order in the city. Guardsmen can't hold a
the
candle
Renans.
to us.
To what end? It would be
We know
an
we can't go
incredible
out there
amount of
because it's
effort just to
apparently locked
fool
off.
us.
Let's check out more of the city.
There's got to be something we've missed. Maybe that place that was closed off before is open now. There's not really many places we can go anyway. But now it's not asking us to talk to people, so... This path here was closed last time. Looks like it might be open now.
I'm gonna help him when I grow up.
Yes, this is open now.
Working in the quarry.
Let's go check it out.
Right, what's this little conversation they're going to have?
So, do any of you know anything about Lord
Yeah, have you
Domingo?
heard of him? Have you seen him anywhere?
I think I remember hearing something back
He
in
fights using a
6th grade about
rod.
how he fights using a rod.
A rod?
Okay.
I don't know the
Kind of
details,
rod.
but from what I gather, he swings
earth
a long
rod.
rod around and uses it to
Careful.
stab and smack people
Careful.
from afar. I think there's also something he does with, like, trees or grass or something. I forget.
Grass?
With grass?
Bear in mind that Elda Menancia harvests Earth astral energy.
Yeah, it would
It would
make
be no
sense for him
surprise
to
for him to
control.
have some sort of control over plants.
So basically, the point is we know nothing about the guy.
What about plants? I would
Wish we
think
weren't
maybe
going in completely blind.
maybe the ground. Across here is the Razum Quarry. You're free to visit, but try not to fall in the grinder. Getting ground up to bits is no way to go. No, that's true. That's definitely not a way to go. Well, let's see what's in here. Apparently we could get ground up into tiny little bits if we're not careful. Wonder what it's like down here. Is this where we'll
Stay
find
sharp.
bad stuff?
We're going in.
I'm sorry. I'm not feeling well today. Could
He's
I
not feeling
please
well.
take
Oh,
the day off?
listen.
Oh, that's terrible. Rest up and try not to strain yourself. I'll let the others know.
Heck yeah, but you know what they say, hard work is its own reward. Just gotta find the motivation to work in the first
Thank you.
place.
I appreciate it.
Right, so he let him go, although he didn't sound entirely happy about it. That's the guy that said he's ill. Hey, this isn't a good spot to be lying down, you might get hurt. Everything okay? Sorry, I just felt a little off all of a sudden. Need to rest. They've probably got them harvesting. Maybe the air's getting stale in here. They've probably got them harvesting some dangerous
Hey,
stuff.
didn't we find a recipe?
Apples?
Yeah, we can use this for it.
Alright, maybe what's happening here? Copper. Hopefully that'll be of some use. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who's this guy and why is he standing around? You supervisor, mate. I keep a close eye on the workers' health and any injuries that occur. You have to in order to keep things as safe as possible. Alright, so he's just there to keep an eye on everyone, apparently. Make sure they're safe. There's not much to see here, to be fair. Check out my guns. I've been building them up working with my pickaxe. Impressive, huh? Sure are. I've got a feeling you're going to do well on the training grounds. Don't get too cocky. Your opponents aren't going to just sit still and let you chip at them like those rocks you're used to. Wow, that soldier was a bit arsey to him there. What are you guys up to? Ah, back before Dohalim came, you could never imagine taking a break like this without them other Renans running the place. I couldn't read that properly. I know, now the government bureaucrats give us way more trouble than any soldiers did. You can say that again.
Everybody seems so happy working here.
Bureaucracy.
It seems like the soldiers are there to actually protect them rather than keep an eye on them.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
How
right.
can it be like this?
All these people just standing around being helpful. I mean, this is good, but what are they hiding? They must be hiding something, right? 2 tomatoes. Phew, nothing like knocking back a stiff drink after a long sweaty day of work, am I right? So yeah, they're allowed to have leisure time. Ah, what are we going to find here though? A big door. Bet we're not allowed in there.
Halt!
We had to find somebody who wasn't friendly.
You're Alphen of Orbis Calaglia?
That's right, yeah.
I'm Captain Kisara
This is
of the
Captain
Elder
Kisara.
Menancia Guard.
Just
Nice to meet you, maybe?
Kisara? No last name would make you a Danon.
So it does.
Oh, she's
Is
not a
that a
Renan.
problem?
Oh.
The guard.
Does this mean this is going to be
Wait,
somebody who'll be a
so you're
friend,
saying
an
the Lord
ally
of
at some
Elder
point?
Menancia has Danons protecting him?
In this country, Danon guardsmen aren't unusual. Everyone
Okay.
who enlists does so of their own free will.
I see.
She sounds like she's serious, Alphen.
Sounds like it, yeah. Sounds like there's no
Makes no
problems.
sense. Don't your people remember 7 years ago?
Wouldn't you be grateful if you were finally allowed to live
Well,
as a free
yeah, but that
person?
didn't happen where she lived.
And for my part, there is no greater honor than being chosen to serve His Excellency,
Oh,
Lord
very good.
Dohalim.
Very
I
good.
feel no shame.
I don't suppose he sent me down here just because he wants to speak to us or anything, is he?
But all of that aside, I came
Yeah.
seeking you, Alphen. At
Their Lord
Dohalim's
wants to
behest.
see us.
He wishes an audience with you.
An audience with me?
With us?
Indeed. He awaits you at Autolena
So now we can go
Palace.
back to the palace and
That
go in
is,
and
if
speak
you
to the
choose
guy.
to accept. I am here only as a messenger, not a kidnapper. Your reply?
All right.
Yes,
We'll meet
because
your
we want to
lord.
meet him.
Very
Maybe we
well.
can kill him there and then.
I shall return and deliver your acceptance.
maybe we can be nice to him.
Please don't keep him waiting too long.
Yeah, I'll try not to. Is he likely to
Before
get
we
angry?
go, what lies beyond this point?
A quarry manned by Danon laborers.
Right. Why is it locked?
Nothing else?
Probably something else.
There's a Danon medical facility for the severely ill at the back. However, for sanitation reasons, it's kept off limits, even to guardsmen.
That was odd. Why do you think this Dohalim would want to see us?
Interesting.
It's probably a trap.
Possibly. I mean, we don't know until
Still,
we go.
they already know we're here.
We don't
Not
know
like we can start
until
being
we
stealthy
go.
now. We might as well listen to what he has to say.
I don't know. I mean, I suppose it can't do any
Hey, are
harm.
you sure about going?
We can't go
What
in
if
there.
it's a trap?
That's no
Well,
reason
it might
to
be a
back out
trap,
now.
but, you
Law's
know.
right. I get your concern, but we should buckle down.
We won't know if we don't go. As they say.
Whew. I don't sense any more enemies.
What enemies? There were none. Any more enemies? There were no enemies there. Well, I mean, at least that we know of.
I guess that towering structure at the center is the palace.
Yeah, it is, because we already went there and we
You
already
think
know
it's
that.
dangerous
What a
to go
strange thing
inside?
to say.
It's not a question of danger. We're going inside regardless.
Whether it's dangerous or not, we're going in. Alright, take us inside then. Nothing else to do right now, so... You again! After we parted ways, an urgent petition from the citizenry came in. Lord Dolan is currently busy. As such, I must ask you to wait until he finishes. Once preparations are complete, I'll lead the way. You told me to fucking come here. Well, we'll see. Maybe there's not much to do. A lovely stained glass window behind us.
Pretty fancy place they got here.
That's a lot of guards. You're not going to have them attack me, are you?
There's no way this isn't a trap.
No. They're stepping back to let us through. Oh no, wait, they're stepping back to let... Is this the Lord? Dohalim or whatever?
Your guests, my lord.
Thank you, Kisara.
Ow.
You're the wielder of the blazing sword.
So who's this one?
The liberator of Calaglia. You do dress humbly for someone of such grandeur.
So who's this person going to be? What are they going to be like?
But where are my manners? I am the ruler of Elda Menancia.
The ruler.
I'm Lord
Not the Lord.
Dohalim Ilkaris.
Very nice to meet you.
If you know who we are, then you know how strange it is to invite us into your palace.
Very strange.
I thought I'd clear up your misconceptions before things could escalate. What do you say?
Yeah, okay. Try it.
You did come here to defeat me, did you not?
Perhaps, and what
Yeah.
if we did? Are you planning to fight us here?
I don't think that will be necessary. After all, I imagine you've taken
Why
in
don't
a
you
fair
think that'll be
amount of dissent
necessary?
by this point. Have you come across even one slave being abused?
Not so far.
Soldiers killing for
But you
sport?
might be hiding them somewhere.
Suffering of any form?
Not yet.
I would hazard that you have not.
That's true, because you kept them hidden. No.
For I have liberated Menancia from its suffering and brought joy to
For
its
what
people.
reason?
But if these
What's his
results are
end
not
game in
enough
all
to
this?
stay your sword,
What are you doing? Why did you shoot at him? Just smacked you with his rod.
I commend you for your boldness.
What would you? Why would you? What? Why did you what?
Still,
he was being nice.
Your would-be assassination cannot go unpunished.
What's he gonna do to her?
Elfin!
He just took a shot in the shoulder from his weapon. What are you doing now?
Fair enough.
Allow me to host you for dinner. Oh, you just tried to kill me.
We shall continue our talk then.
Yeah, right, okay,
Kelzelik?
fine.
Yes, my lord.
Let's have a look
Please
at this
escort
guy.
our guests if you would be so kind.
As you wish, sire.
Just looks like a normal guy. He doesn't look like he's some kind of evil lackey. Why would we? Why?
That's what you get for being so careless.
What I get?
Who's being careless?
Thinking attacking
Who's being fucking careless? Hang on a
What are
sec.
you upset about? Our whole
He
goal
was
was
being
supposed to
careless.
be overthrowing the lords.
Yes,
Remember?
but
Could have been hurt.
And it wouldn't have been the first time either. What's gotten into you?
I want to know what's going on.
Hey, you do know that
I mean, maybe
Elfin
taking them
is
all
really
down
just
isn't
worried about
necessarily the
you, right?
best option. Sometimes maybe using the ones who are not horrible.
I mean, that's what it looked
Of
like
course he
to
is.
me. But
Of course he's worried.
maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not worried. Maybe you're right. Maybe he's not worried. Loose cannon. Because she attacked him without warning. I guess. Right, what attacks do we have here then? Anything more to unlock over here first? I've got lots of stuff to unlock everywhere. Lunar Corruption. What's that? An explosion launches the enemy into the air. Ooh. Increased ailment bonus damage. Increased boost strike damage last shot. No, do you know what? Let's have the Lunar Corruption. Why not? He's got extra points. Has he got anything he can buy? Yeah, we'll have that. Everyone's got points that they can spend. Guess we're going to spend these ones on that. And he has one thing, the Awakening Burst. Let's take that. Let's see what's going on. Maybe. Can we? What's dinner? Look.
It pains me to see that Renan cuisine isn't to your liking. I asked my chefs to prepare only the finest delicacies available.
What about that recipe that got stolen?
Two
Didn't sound very happy, did he? Waste what? Wasted opportunities? I mean, like her attempt to kill you.
Why did you set the Danans here free when you took over?
Yeah, what's the
you're
end
mistaken.
game with this? What's the goal?
You see, I may rule single-handedly, but on my own, even I cannot change the order of things. But what
This
is
is very
within my power
suspicious.
is the welfare of the people, the fostering of a mutual respect among the classes. This I can change.
Sounds a lot like the Danans are still
But,
oppressed, if you ask
like
me.
the others,
Only in
unlike the
sense they
others, so
continue to
why?
serve as laborers, yes.
I mean, it's a good
However,
thing if he's
I
if he's
assure
being
you they are
serious,
fairly
but
compensated for their efforts. This harmony we
But is
strive
he?
for is the current pinnacle of Renan-Danan coexistence.
Harmony and coexistence.
doesn't sound like
between
it.
the Renans and the Danans.
What about the crown contest? This doesn't exactly make you a shoo-in.
And yet, the Danans
The
here
crown
are even more
contest.
productive than when they used to face
Yes,
daily
you see now what
lashings.
message are they sending here? They're saying
In
about
any
the fact
case,
that you're more
the
likely to
crown
get the kind
contest
of
is real importance to me,
kind of
even
work
less
that's
to Elder
necessary if
Renan
you treat
Sia.
people fairly.
You see, I have no interest in becoming sovereign.
At least potentially. It's true, isn't it? You know, people are generally more productive if they're treated fairly. Got here. A wee string quartet. Yep, very nice. What's going on? Well, this is that person, and they don't want to be. You know, I'm confused. Last time we defeated a boss, we got that wee anime music video. We didn't get that this time. So who's this? And what's going on? He's got a sword, but he's very evasive. I'm there. He's just getting annoyed. He's getting angry every time he gets knocked down.
Please, it's over.
Oh.
Stop!
Or did he have to end up killing somebody because of... Because he went out of control. He got out of control. He got completely out of control. Didn't stop.
How could you? I swear. I swear. I'll never forgive you for this!
What's going on?
It is not by choice that one assumes the throne of a realm. But sovereign is a different matter entirely.
Yeah,
have
the
no
sovereign is
interest in playing their game.
It's a completely different situation. Whoever wants to be the sovereign.
Are you saying you'll withdraw from the contest?
Maybe.
I guess if you don't plan to ascend the
Does
throne,
he get that choice?
there's not much
Is that a
reason
choice
to
that he can
harvest
make?
energy from Danons, is there?
Maybe.
Let the
Maybe
ambitious
not.
fight it out amongst themselves.
Maybe not.
All I care for is maintaining peace throughout my realm.
Peace.
So what? Your
As a
personal
supposed
desires are all
goal, I
that
mean, who
matter
knows
to
if
you?
it...
Take a look in
If
the
being
mirror.
entirely honest.
I may not play their games, but you have outright betrayed your own.
Betrayed who?
You've torn down
I've not
two
betrayed
of my
anyone.
fellow lords. What precisely is
Don't know what
your
you're talking about.
Spare me your answer. I care not for your reasons. Suffice it to say, I will not impede you.
Good.
That said, should you threaten the peace of my realm,
Good.
I will respond. I suggest you conclude your business and leave Menancia at your earliest convenience.
Alright, so we should just kill you now then, aye.
Our guests
My
depart.
business is to get rid
Please
of
see
you.
to their lodgings for the night.
So what are we doing here then? Sorry, disappearing off
I
the
shall
screen there.
arrange for rooms for you all at a local inn.
Yeah, I know where
It's
the
a
inn
short
is.
ways down the road. You may stay there for the night, after which I suggest you promptly make your departure.
Or what, mate? Or what? What are you going to do about it if we don't? Seemed like a bit of a threat to me.
Damn, look at how ritzy this place is. How many rooms do you think it's...
There's an office. Are we allowed to do this? Just
Don't you
wander
think you're
about?
being a little too relaxed? They could strike.
My meal ready or what? We're still fixing it. Great, I'm still waiting on the paperwork I asked for. Sir, I'll go check on what's happening with it.
Any moment.
If they were going to attack us, they would have done it already.
The inn we've reserved for you is straight down the road. Do not make His Excellency regret. Are you sure this is a good idea? Do not realise that our guests are still here. We'll have this conversation later. Interesting. Interesting. There's the office. There's the dining hall on the opposite wall, which we were in already. Door's tightly shut. And that way's the exit. Well, let's take a look around. Let's take a look in the various locations. So what's that place? The treasury. Is that where they keep all their money or whatever? We open the treasury. Can't go in there. Can we go anywhere in the palace, I wonder? Go in here? Nope. This kind of goes round and there's a few other rooms. We'll have a look, see if we can go anywhere here. And if not, then we'll head back to that inn, I suppose. Maybe. What's this room? No, I didn't know. What? I didn't want to go that way. Maybe I did, but not yet. What are these other rooms first? Lenegus. What mentions there? What's this meeting room? We can go in here. Or is this where... There's some stuff over here. Lemon! It's like a wee dorm. Is this guy sleeping? Everyone in here's sleeping. A meeting room and everyone's This doesn't seem like a meeting room to me. Are you awake? Yeah. Doesn't look like a meeting room to me. It looks like some kind of dormitory. Anyway. That's that place. There's some barracks and staff quarters further up, which we'll take a look at, and I guess we go back towards the entrance area. 2 different ways to take us to that, or 3 different ways to take us to that entrance plaza. Now, let's see what's here. Staff quarters. We can go in here. More people we can talk to. So much to be grateful for. If it wasn't for Johallen, we wouldn't be able to live together like this. Somebody's getting sleepy. I think it's bedtime. Everyone's just to be able to read and write. Now dispensing medicine like a pro. So he's allowed people to learn who wouldn't otherwise have been allowed to. You're working hard for a young boy your age. His dad is recovering in the medical facility at the quarry, which is a thing I was interested in because it seemed a bit suspicious. And they've got a wee hidden place at the back and nobody sees anybody that's down there. Ever again. Well, I don't know if it's ever again, but it certainly seems to be the case. There needs to be soldiers in here now. There's an apple. You know, if these are supposed to be guards' quarters, there's not very many beds. Yeah, it's your turn to patrol. Okay, time to get out there and make Lord Johallen proud. Yeah, this is an odd place. What do you think you're doing? Even when you're a guardsman, nobody seriously expects you to sleep in your armour. It's asleep. Don't say I didn't warn you. About what? Sleeping in his armour? Is there going to be a problem if he sleeps in his armour? I don't understand. Maybe it's just very uncomfortable. Right, so what's in this next place? So this is the entrance plaza, which we can use to get down and outside. I just want to see... Okay, so yeah, there's 3 doors in here and we've seen all of them. I guess we just leave then? I wonder... When I watch... But what are these rooms? Because we haven't looked at any of the first floor stuff, it was just the second floor stuff we saw. Wait. Yeah, so we've got some storerooms and stuff to look in. May as well take a look. Can't do any harm. Some stuff we can pick up if we do it. 800 gold. A wee chest, weird chest thing with a happy bottle in it. Whatever that might be. A happy bottle. Is that what they call some kind of drink in here? Another wee chest thing. Which gives us a heavy treat. It said something about curing 300 HP. 3000 HP, sorry, for everyone. Right. Well, that's where we came in. Let's take a look and see what else is here. Show me this map again. There's a staff waiting room and a kitchen. There's a library as well. So let's take a look at those before we leave. That's not where we want to go. We will need to use that to go back out, but for now, these 2 places here are of interest. Kitchen. Maybe we can get some ingredients out of here for this guy's thing that he wanted. Oh, there's an owl in here too. Somewhere here? In the cooking pot? No? There he is. Look, it's the king of the owls. Or is it? It's not the king of the owls, but someone pretended to be the king of the owls.
Maybe
the king will be very happy. Maybe, yeah, there probably is something going on in the forest, but we're not doing that right now. Okay, so we've got the ingredients now that that guy needed by going in here. So I guess he'll teach us this new recipe. What's in this other door? And as I say, there's a library as well that I'd be interested to maybe have a look at before we leave the palace. Are we bed? Have we rest? Or just steal a peach gel? Nope. We'll probably get outside of here and whatever cutscenes are coming up. I'm assuming there'll be a cutscene after we leave. We can then probably save the game after that, I think. Let's go check out this library first. Woo. Big open sort of areas people are just kind of lounging about in. We go in here? We can. This must be pretty big because it's taking up the whole side.
Whoa! What is this place?
It's a library. Someone works so hard makes me want to step in and lend a hand. Why do I feel so sad all of a sudden?
The shelves here are filled with books!
Yeah. Renan generally keeps looking at me for some reason. He keeps thinking I'm doing a poor job.
Not just Renan books either. There are tons of
books.
Danon ones too.
Everybody's books.
Rinwell,
That's right, for
I
winners.
get that you're excited, but we've got more important things to worry about right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
We can take the palace back. An omelette recipe. Ooh. Hate to bother you, but would it be possible to help me with my studies? I'm more than happy to help with Dohalim's efforts to get people reading. Got like a wee storeroom area. 2,451 days left. Sorry for Renan who counted down the days to the crown contest. Why? Books about the art of torture with black splotches on the cover. I'd hate to think. Maybe some very old bloodstains, maybe. Astral energy tomes. A lot of books about a lot of things. Fashionistas Guide to Attire and Armour. Joys of Fine Liquor. Fair enough. On Danning Customs. Introduction of the Government of Lenegus. Chronology of the Crown Contest. Swordsmanship book with a slashed cover. There's a book. Practical Astral Arts. I wonder if we'll gain some sort of access to this library where we can do something later. For now, let's just leave. Right, so there's nothing much else to see here at the moment. So we just leave the palace again. Hope we won't get attacked on the way out. Run! As fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm not the gingerbread man or anything. Listen, let's go. What are we going to see when we go out here? Now, remember there were two places we couldn't go before.
Do you really think we should trust accommodations from a Renan lord? How do we know it's safe?
No, we don't.
Like we have any other choice.
We'll have to stay awake and shift.
Camp outside of town at this hour.
No.
Honestly, I'd still take that over staying here. What if they try to kill us in our sleep?
Doesn't seem likely
I doubt
to me.
that's the case. His best chance to kill us would have been back in the
They could have locked us in a room and, you know.
His true intentions aside, for now, at least we're in his good books.
Until we don't leave town
we
tomorrow,
probably shouldn't test his patience. Let's find that inn and check in.
Yeah, we already know where the inn is. So are they going to attack us? Stay at the inn. That's the only option we've got. Not anything about going anywhere else. So we'll just do that, and then I guess that'll lead us on to whatever the next point of the story is. The inn's down here. Presumably it's this inn that he's talking about. It's the only one in town, right? Yeah. We'd like to stay in the inn, please.
Fair travelers. Lord Dohalim's retainer told us to expect
Did he? Good.
It is an honor for you to
There's
stay
a wee
with
cat
us.
there.
Please make yourselves
that important?
comfortable.
But we stayed here already one time.
This is better than I expected.
We know that. We stayed here already.
The room. It's nice.
Huh?
What's wrong with him?
Oh,
He's tired.
Yeah. It is pretty nice.
I like how they were like,
okay, La?
oh no, we can't camp at this
You're a
time of
million
night and it's
miles
like
away.
daylight.
Nah, it's weird.
The food.
I felt strange ever since we arrived here. Can't seem to shake it.
Maybe it's something about this
Some
place.
sort
You're
of
just
poison that makes
I'm
people
feeling pretty
compliant.
sluggish myself.
You two? Seriously, you two? A word to the wise, our work here is far from over. Get yourselves together.
Yeah, it's not.
Sorry, but I need to call it a day. Let's meet back here tomorrow.
I think they're
morning. See
using
where
some
things go
kind
from
of
there. Sound good?
thing
Sure.
that makes people
But keep an eye
compliant
out for anything strange, okay? We still don't know how safe this place really is.
in the food, maybe. I don't know. Or that does something
Are
anyway
you
to
two
these
feeling
people.
any better?
Yeah, a good night's sleep seems to have done the trick.
Does it?
I wonder why we felt so out of it.
Who knows?
You think it might have been because of all the food we ate?
Maybe.
You don't think they slipped something into our food, do you? That must be it.
Did you eat the food? Was there
If they
anything
were
wrong with
making an
you?
attempt on our
Did she eat
lives,
the
we'd
food?
know
Was
it
there
by
anything
now.
wrong with her?
Though, on the other hand, they could be warning us off.
Maybe.
Come to think of it,
Maybe.
you didn't eat anything at the meal, Rinwell. Aren't you starving?
Oh, she didn't eat anything.
Oh, I made myself something later.
I
You
see.
missed out. That was some mighty fancy
Yeah.
grub they served yesterday.
What? And give the enemy a chance to
Yeah,
poison me too?
potentially.
Are you crazy?
Potentially, that's exactly what we've done. Yeah.
What's the big deal? Shion ate it too, remember?
Did she?
And we both tried the same
But
stuff.
she's used to their food.
Well, maybe they laced it with poison that's only harmful to Danins,
That's enough, Rinwell.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. What's the cat all about? It's been hanging about.
Where'd it come from?
That cat has been hanging about. Because it turns
There's
into a
something on
person or
its
something.
collar. Hold on a
It
sec.
looks like a bell. Now it wants us to follow it.
I think it's trying to lead us somewhere.
I'm gonna follow it.
Hey! Where do you think you're going?
Where's the cat? Waiting for us, look. We'll do whatever this is and then... It's going towards that, towards that quarry.
There it is!
Stay close. We're gonna lose it.
I
What's gotten into you,
reckon
Law?
This might be
it's
the
going to
lead
lead
we've
us
been
into
waiting
that gate
for.
at the bottom of that
Seriously?
quarry area.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Some people train animals to act as messengers. They don't attract attention.
So these
see?
would be whoever
And
the
you think that
resistance
someone
kind of
might be
people are
using
might
that
be
cat?
sent. Yeah,
To reach out and send us a message or something?
looks like it.
I could be wrong, but it's possible.
The
I'm
cat certainly
impressed.
seems to be leading us
I would never
somewhere.
have thought of that.
I should know. We used to use them in Cyslodia.
Not cats.
She's so adorable.
Are they the easiest creatures
You
to
say
train
something?
for this kind of thing? Oh, it's gone around there. A nice cat though. Where's the cat leading us to? Here's the cat. Is that here's where it turns into a person or
Where do
something?
you think it's trying to lead us?
I don't know, down here?
Who knows? We should hurry. We don't want to lose it.
It's trying to lead us here, wherever here is.
Whoever came up with this is pretty damn clever.
Yeah, it just looks like an ordinary cute cat.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe that is all it is. Gillan Wood or Gillan Wood.
We lost sight of the cat.
After the chase, it's let us on. There's got to be something up ahead.
Must
Let's
be.
go farther in.
Must be something up ahead, yeah. Some sort of treehouse, look. Some sort of treehouse. Wait, there's things to fight down here as well, though. Oh, let's get the fight on the go. The cat probably wants us to get rid of all the monsters before it comes back. That's probably why it ran away. Is this a tough fight? I don't know. It is definitely taking a wee while to deal with them. I like how he says go away to it. Go away! Do your attack. That's it. Do your armor breaking attack. That's one down. That's all of them
We've
apparently.
got the ingredients. Let's get them back to Messia.
So there we go. We've got
Looks like
ingredients
we
to bring
won.
back to that guy, but wait. Is this not just taking us back to where we were? It seems like this might have just taken us.
Man, I'm famished.
He's hungry. Where's this going to take? Yeah, this must be the right way. Can I go round, please?
The reason the trees around here are so big is because of astral energy, right?
It's possible, but give them enough time and trees can
Where are we going? I don't...
get
that
pretty
way.
big on their own without any extra
I think
help.
we can run past these ones too. Nope.
I've got a really bad feeling.
They're only level 21, don't worry about them. Come on. Fight, kill, destroy. Get them. Get them all. Destroy them. Oh, we've learned something new. Mega Sonic Thrust. No, I learned that already. Yeah, that was quite an easy fight. Ow. Sorry, my ear was a little itchy there.
in good form.
So this way is the way we want to go. Let's just run away around them. We'll go that way up this ladder if we can. There we go. Up we go to something. Another place we have to climb up lots of towers to. It's frustrating. Nice, right. So now we need to go down there. Oh well, there's a mission marker, I think, as well. Come on then, let's get this fight on the go.
This one's tough.
Looks like we don't have a choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Do it. Do it. Now do the Mega Sonic Thrust and then your fiery attack. Don't need to do that though. Get toasty, yeah. Let's get toasty. And that one's dead. Good.
Together, that wasn't even a problem.
And that's some more of that brim ore. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Which is the way we want to go when we get down here. And just that way. Can we avoid them and just do that?
Everywhere you look, it's nothing but green.
There's a lot of fights down here and I don't really feel like doing all of them.
More green.
Just like Calaglia.
I don't think we get much choice though about fighting these.
And Cyslodia. Snow, snow, and more snow.
Yeah, we have to fight these.
No
Okay.
holding back.
Do it. No holding back. Don't hold back. A lot of these though, and they're not weak. What are you attacking? Looked like we were attacking our friends there for a minute. Take it, destroy it, defeat it. Like the other ones were almost entirely destroyed by everyone else in a very short time. Oh, they weren't. Seemed like they were. Well, here he goes. What's he doing now? This is overcharge or something, I think. Timber's Claw! Timber's Claw.
One deadly strike, just as ordered.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, pal. I'd never have done it without you. I think there's some kind of fight coming up here because there's one of those. I think. Sell any commodity items to sell? Yep. We've got plenty of cash. What do you have? Nothing in the way of interesting stuff. Nothing! What about forging weapons? Thundernail. That's actually quite a good weapon. Craft that and equip it. What about you? You can have this one. You've got that one equipped, so this one's better. And you've got the best one equipped that you can possibly get. Sell that, and sell that. Very nice. Create an accessory. No, you know what, it doesn't matter just now. Forest will play tricks on us if we're not careful. What's this? More skills learned, but we don't have any points to spend.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Yeah, we just did. Touch the mysterious power thing, whatever it is. Right, so there we go. We've got all our health back. I might finish up here. But what I'll do is I'll look and see what happens when we walk onto this marker. I'm guessing we're about to get attacked by something. Maybe.
It's crazy. I've never seen anything like these plants before.
Invasive species of
it's
plants.
Like they're an invasive
Triffids,
species.
watch out for the Triffids.
Not that I'm surprised.
The Triffids are here.
What the hell? Is that a Zoogle? That thing is huge. Everyone,
Or should we try fighting this and then finish? Let's try fighting this one time and then finish.
Why can't these dumb plants just keep to themselves?
Less whining and more fighting,
I hitting my, I thought I was hitting the person next to me for a minute
The
there.
enemy is over there.
I'll roll out the way because that's obviously not a good thing, whatever that is.
I'm only getting started.
I was trying to attack its other leg, but okay. Do that, whatever it is, do that. This thing is not taking a lot of damage. I don't think it's taking any damage.
We can't get close enough to hit the main body.
Let's start by taking out the tentacles.
Yeah, well, I've been trying to do that. The thing is, it is doing damage to the tentacles, but I don't know if that's going to hurt the tentacles, is it? Are any of its tentacles destroyed? The problem is you need to do it in the air.
Watching you really makes me realize.
Oh well, we've got a couple of tentacles down.
Maybe thinking too much gets in the way sometimes.
Roll, get out of the way. Attack the tentacles, destroy the tentacles.
We're thinning them out.
Oh, we're going to have to do a bit of damage there, I think. Kill it, attack it. Get it, kill it, destroy its tentacles. That's what we have to do before we can get the body destroyed. I can't even hit it. Okay, get it while it's in the ground. There we go. Is there one more tentacle, or... What are you doing? No, attack the bloody tentacles, not the bloody creatures. Or maybe we have to destroy these creatures first. I think we might have to. Nicely done, and then just this one. Less talking, more pummeling. I agree with him for once. Come on! We need to destroy them so that we can then destroy the final tentacle. It's there. Did a pretty good job of attacking it. Destroy it! Destroy the tentacle! How is it supporting itself with only one floating tentacle? And I assume the tentacles are supposed to... Oh look, it's lost a lot of health actually. After we destroyed all its tentacles, it seems to have lost almost all of its health. I guess each tentacle was counted as a part of it that we needed to... Come on, do that. Destroy its armor. This thing's not that tough at all, really. Should be pretty much dead. I think. Some sort of invasive plant that we just destroyed. That was actually quite an easy fight. Now what does that do, I wonder?
Everyone okay?
What does fighting that do?
I'm starting to get that it's a trap feeling again.
Yeah,
guys.
me too.
We'll just pray you're wrong.
It's a trap.
Hey, there's that cat.
Maybe...
Looks like it's not done leading us yet.
Yeah, maybe it needed us to do that and then go somewhere else. Got a bad feeling about this. Now, what was that look for? What was that look? We got a new bow skill. How exciting. Right, okay. So,
I need to be stronger.
let's camp. We'll do the little feeding thing. And then we're going to finish up for tonight.
Should we really be lighting a campfire in the middle of a forest?
Yeah. We can cook any of these things. Let's do an omelette. And talk to Rinwell before.
Mind if we chat a little?
Before we go to, before we finish up. Hootle. Good boy, Hootle.
What are you doing?
What are you up to? Training. Hootle.
Hootle doesn't really like to leave my side, but if I don't make him spread those wings every now and then,
he won't learn how to fly.
Also, I'm pretty sure.
Probably because everyone keeps sneaking him snacks when you're not looking.
Probably, yeah.
I knew it! I thought there was something fishy going on. Oh, it's really not good for birds to be overweight, you know.
No, I'm sure it's not.
Oh, really?
You were feeding him too?
I'm sorry, everyone's feeding him.
I'm sure everything I've given him has been okay. Just to be
what
sure,
can't he eat?
why don't
What
you tell me
can't
what
he
can't eat?
Huh?
Is something the matter?
No, not at all.
For a really long time he's only friend. Yeah, okay.
So on the
What
one
can't
hand,
he eat?
it makes me really happy to see everyone be so accepting. But
She doesn't want to share him.
Every one of us can see that he's like family to you.
Yeah, blah blah blah.
I'm sure you're right.
Look, you'll talk to the others about it later, but you won't tell
Let
me.
me know if you sense anything.
Poodle, let me know if you sense anything. Nope. Nope.
Another day, another Gald.
There we go, right, so let's have one final save and let's finish up with Tales of Arise for today. So thank you very much for dropping by, everybody who has. Thank you very much for the Prime sub from Dadaist303. Lots of good stuff going on tonight. I'm quite happy to say. So, let's have a look. See who we can maybe drop in on this evening. If there's anyone around we can drop in on. I need to go away from here. I also need to put the sound off from the game for the moment. Right, I'm going to put you through to... I think we'll go across and visit Alpaca Whacker today, why not? So as I say, thank you very much for watching, thank you very much for enjoying a bit of Tales of Arise again tonight. We'll be back tomorrow, probably with a bit of Dead by Daylight. So I hope you'll drop by for that as well. For now though, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Good night for now.